Howdy, 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 howdy. Let me get my stream and my watch history so I can have it on my phone. Ugh. I'd hate to hear my voice every week, but I have a handful of sick bastards who come back here every week to hear me talk. Sick, crazy bastards. I don't know what you see in me or why you waste your time with me, but I'm glad we're here. Let's hang out for a little while. I'd hate to hear my voice. Let's watch Rams Bucs. This is a very important game. Seahawks beat the Cardinals on Thursday. We did that game. Brings the Rams back into the picture, who have beaten Seattle. And the Buccaneers lost to the Saints twice, but they're 7-3, while the Saints are, 8-2. Bucs could theoretically still win the South. They're going to need some help to do it, though. Me and my uncle are talking about Trevor Lawrence and that poor kid's future. We were talking about, hey Andres, we were talking about the teams in the Trevor Lawrence sweepstakes and what would the best option for Trevor Lawrence be out of the teams we think that'll have like a top 4 or 5 pick. And I said Denver, because I feel like Denver's a quarterback and a head coach away. They need the right head coach and a good quarterback. Denver has a very talented roster, defense and offense. They're really good on both sides. They just don't have the coach to put it together. And I don't know if Drew Lock is the long-term answer. But Denver with a high pick, if somebody can convince the Jets to trade down and do Trevor Lawrence a favor, he needs to avoid Jacksonville and the New York Jets. Those are the 2 big bullets he needs to dodge.
Zebra stripes, if they become a major story, it's always during or after the game. Tonight, it's before the football is ever put on.
That was just a random conversation me and my uncle were having a few minutes ago.
Steve, whenever something happens for the first time in the NFL, it's significant. Tonight is no different. The officiating crew for this game gives us a unique reason to root, not because of any one person on the crew, but because of what they represent as a group. The first all-African-American
We're all sickos here.
in league history. This historic
What are we doing here?
Referee Jerome Boger, one of 4 black crew chiefs of the 17 in the league. Umpire Barry Anderson, down judge Julian Mack, line judge Carl Johnson, field judge Dale Shaw,
Jerome Boger,
Jeffries,
the head referee, one of the best voices in football. Offside defense.
The league usually puts together its officiating crews around midsummer and tries to keep them working together throughout the season for cohesiveness. This crew was assembled just for tonight's game with a specific purpose in mind: to promote inclusion, to inspire change, and as NFL executive
Tampa Bay breaking out the all pewter uniforms. These uniforms are nice.
to be a testament to the countless and immeasurable contributions of black
I never thought all pewter could look good, but it does on these uniforms. And I fear I started my stream too early because they're still yakking on the pregame.
Honored and excited to be a part of this historic crew. He said he's also looking forward to putting this history behind us. He said there's no distinction between the color of your skin and how you officiate a football game. So the next time this happens, Bober said, hopefully they will be looked at as just 7 officials on the field out there working a game. Steve.
3 of them, Lisa, Anderson, Johnson, and Steve, all worked the Super Bowl last season. So it's an excellent and significant...
I have medium expectations for this. Is a great matchup, I think, but that doesn't always mean it's going to be a great game. These are 2 very strong teams, but one could key in on a big advantage over the other, and it could get ugly fast. We know Tampa Bay has the ability to blow people out, but we also know that Tampa Bay has the ability to get blown out. I posted on Facebook earlier, I said if NFL teams were stocks after yesterday, I would be selling everything I have on the Baltimore Ravens and Green Bay Packers. They're done. The Packers are going to have a winning record easily. They're going to go 12-4, something like that. The Packers will make the playoffs because of their division. They won't have shit for anybody in January. I'm done with the Packers. They're soft. They will not get close to a Super Bowl. I don't know how they got to the championship game last year. The Packers suck. But they win a lot. So it feels weird to say they suck. But I look at the Packers. That team is Charmin soft. They're crap. The Ravens have a batch full of positive COVID tests today. They shut their facility down. Their whole running game is on the COVID list. And they're a completely one-dimensional, flawed football team. They've been exposed. The Ravens are toast. They will probably still make the playoffs because I don't see good things for Miami now that Tua's banged up. I think Miami might cool off and the Ravens will backdoor their way into the playoffs. But yeah, I've got nothing left for Baltimore or Green Bay. And Thursday night could be the funeral for the Ravens if the game is even played at this point. I don't care where I play the Packers. If I'm in the playoffs and I have to play Green Bay, I ain't worried. Look at what Tampa did to them. You can beat up on them. Look what the Colts. Look at the second half of yesterday. The second half, the Colts outscored Green Bay 20-3. A couple of turnovers in the first half made the Packers look better than they were. They really got dominated in the second half. The Packers didn't get a first down in the second half till over halfway through the fourth quarter. They're crap. Oh, Andres, it's Madden 18 I have. Madden 18 is the last one I played, and that was from 2017. I ain't worried about going to Green Bay in January. Unless I'm a dome team, then it might be a bit of a problem.
Following presentation of the National Football League.
The stream audio, is the game audio good, or is it too loud? Well, right now they're going to play a fucking music video, so let me mute that for a minute and give you a break. Man, Aaron Donald is huge. Every time I see that guy, you see him in his uniform, he just looks like a normal player. Then you see him out of his uniform or shirtless working out, and it's like terrifying. Yeah, Green Bay is so fucking weak. I don't know how they win as much as they do. So I don't know if Pittsburgh and Baltimore is going to happen Thursday. Like I said, the Ravens have multiple positive COVID tests. That might push that game to like a Saturday, or they might just have it on Sunday.
Tom's giving up his life. We're going to pay attention. 68 degrees on a clear night in Tampa, Florida. Ready for what should be a good one. Rams want the toss.
The Rams with the ugliest uniforms in all the NFL.
Let it go out of the end zone. It will be
Seriously, those new Rams uniforms are fucking garbage, especially these ones. The away uniforms.
Tom Brady suffered the worst loss of his career. Lost 38-3 in that primetime game against the Saints. He flipped that 0-3 ratio to 3-0 a week ago against Carolina. He said, whatever our routine is, obviously, It hasn't been good enough. He'd go on to say, hey, it's our job to play. They tell us when to show up, and we need to play well. Just past 8:15 Eastern Time. First down and 10.
Here we go.
For Brady and the Bucs.
I like the Bucs to win this game.
And then hand it off to Ronald Jones.
I feel like it's a bad matchup for both teams. They're very equal. We got an injury on the offensive line already for Tampa Bay. Donovan Smith from Penn State, he's down. He's down and in a lot of pain, and that's just on the first play. But I was gonna say these two teams, they're like mirror images of each other, really. As of now, the Raiders will play the Chiefs again. Shit, I'd watch that again. That's the one team the Chiefs really don't want to see. I'd be curious to see Pittsburgh play Kansas City, if that were to happen. But I feel like the Chiefs are the team, or the Raiders are the team that the Chiefs do not want to see.
That had every single starter play through the first 9 games of the season, and then they lost Marpet, and now it looks like Donovan Smith with an ankle.
Josh Wells has come on to replace him. We're just talking about the injuries on the offensive line as Smith goes down. Smith has been one of those players where he started every single game at the left tackle position.
Well, now what you have happen here is from center to left tackle, you have people playing different positions. You already had made 2 moves to fill one position for Ali Marpet by moving Jansen to left guard and then inserting A.Q. Shipley, which is not ideally what you want to do. Now you have a backup tackle and left tackle. See how the Rams can exploit it if they can.
Second and 10.
The Rams have a bit more of an identity and more sure of who they are than the Buccaneers, because the Buccaneers are basically, because of Brady, Gronk, and all the new personnel, they're almost like a brand new team. On offense, anyway. Antonio Brown, gain of 7. And no, he was not on Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah, I tell you, this Los Angeles Rams defense up front, that's where they're going to have to win the football
Excuse me.
Play of the game, reset the line of scrimmage, make a tackle for a loss. At the linebacker level, Leonard Floyd is having the best season of his career, 7 sacks so far in 2020. And then in the secondary, it's really all about Jalen Ramsey, number 20, who's having an all-pro defense.
3rd and 3.
Let's see how they use him tonight.
See if Ramsey gets matched up on Gronk a lot. Right now, he's on Mike Evans. That could be trouble by the end of the night. Ooh, Brady tried to throw a pick, but wow. Thread the needle to Antonio Brown. That's why I said Brady tried to throw an interception there. That's a hell of a throw for a 42-year-old man or whatever the fuck he is now.
And Tom Brady just fits it in right.
Woo!
Kaiser can get there for the conversion.
Kaiser should have had that interception.
Cat and mouse game between Tom Brady and
That should have been a pick.
His
His reaction time was not good.
Really likes that formation, feels comfortable.
Like I said, don't be surprised if Jalen Ramsey and Mike Evans get into like a fist fight by the end of this game. That's something worth watching. Well, let's see if Gronk blocks Jalen Ramsey out of the building on a run play or something, like he did that guy in Indianapolis a few years ago.
Mike Evans, he's followed in the slot, he's followed him outside, left and right.
Oh, I took a shower before this game. I feel good. I was so sleepy because I didn't sleep good last night. Work today was not hard, but I didn't sleep good last night. There was another run with Jones, who had that 90-plus yard run against the Panthers last week. Brady's 43 now. I think it was like 42, 43.
He played some man. He actually played some zone at times. And in talking with Brandon Staley about this week, he felt like he was going to move him around a little bit more. Not always go with the best wide receiver, Mike Evans, but go in the slot and maybe play on Chris Godwin.
Boy, these uniforms are fucking ugly for the Rams. I'm sorry. It's just ugly. It's like create a uniforms on Madden. It's like somebody created their own NFL franchise in Madden, and that's the uniforms they have. Ball was tipped, but I don't think it was going to get anywhere anyway. Ramsey was all over Mike Evans. And the Bucs have to punt. You got to get the Bucs off to a slow start. They tend to be a slow starting team on offense. At least they are most of the times I've watched them. Hell, we did the Saints-Bucs game a couple weeks ago. They really got off to a slow start in that one and never recovered.
No tip at all, by the way. Bradley Pinion back to punt. Sybil Webster. They'll let it bounce.
Touchback. Rams start at the 20. Haven't watched a lot of Rams games this year. Last one I watched, I believe they got their ass handed to them by the 49ers. Boy, that NFC West is super competitive, even with the 49ers, who are injured to hell. They can still just about beat anyone on any given day. Oh, that was a big win for the Packers. Oh, they played the 49ers with Nick Mullins and fucking no George Kittle. Oh, they beat up on them. Every time the Packers play a real team, they get their shit kicked in. If you have a dominant run game or a dominant pass rush, you're going to kill the Packers. They are not physical at all. After yesterday, like I said, I'm done with the Packers and I'm done with the Ravens. I don't want to take them seriously for the rest of the year. Unless they want to give me a reason. I will be right back. If I got Madden, it would only be after I get a PS5 to have something new to play on it. I don't know. I just don't. I don't want to give EA Sports any money. They don't deserve it. Make a good game. Boycott Madden. I'm all in on it. Boy, something really stands out there. Most wins in last 4 years. Brady, Goff, Breeze, Wilson. Jared Goff is the imposter there. I'm not a Jared Goff fan, by the way. Jared Goff is the definition of a system quarterback, okay? People always try to throw that shit at Brady. Brady's not a system quarterback. Brady is the system. Jared Goff is a system quarterback. Goff without Sean McVay is nothing. Goff is literally just a puppet with Sean McVay's hand up his ass. I don't buy Jared Goff at all. He's very athletic, throws a pretty ball, but I think in his brain, between his ears, he's completely lost. But this system is the perfect thing for him. But Goff, time and time again, he gets exposed. I don't think he's very good. He's undercover trash. I'll take Dak Prescott over Jared Goff any day. Hell of a running game they got, though. And like I said, Jared Goff's the quarterback, so you need a running game. God damn, I got the hiccups and I'm coughing at the same time. Fuck.
It starts with those big three guys up front, trying to occupy the offensive line and allow the two linebackers inside to run sideline to sideline. See the pressure from the outside in JPP. And
third down.
These two safeties are going to be tested tonight with their eye discipline in the backfield in the run game.
This is another one of the most brilliantly designed and coordinated offenses I've ever seen. You know, I think I just answered my question as to how the Packers were able to win, even though I think they suck. I was even complimenting them in the first half yesterday about how beautifully schemed their plays are. Just brilliant play design. I give Matt LaFleur all the credit in the world for that, and Rodgers for being Rodgers. Rodgers and LaFleur are a good combination. And Goff and McVay are very similar.
Fast enough to find the slide.
And most of it is just all scheme. It doesn't matter what personnel they have. They're so good they didn't need Todd Gurley anymore. He's being wasted in Atlanta right now. Why is JPP getting excited? He should have had a tackle for a loss and he missed it.
With this outside running game, you're going to have to be physical at the line of scrimmage, and watch what Jason Pierre-Paul does to Gerald Everett right there. That's what Todd Bowles was.
Yeah, okay, that's still, even though he didn't make the tackle, that was still a nice play by JPP to put Henderson on his ass.
And that's how you have to do it. If you do not beat the LA Rams tight ends at the point of attack, they will get outside on the perimeter.
Credit to JPP for catching an interception with 1.5 total hands last week.
Obviously, that message has gotten through. There's a lot of the Bucs.
Goff looking right. Now throws across the middle.
Cooper Kupp about a half yard short of the first down. Actually, the ref looks like he's going to give him the first down.
Slow down Jason Pierre-Paul. You're not going to block him with a tight end. That's not a good strategy. We talked with Sean McVay about that. You got to maybe have a couple of different ways to attack that edge. Maybe 2 tight ends over there. Maybe you don't block him.
No huddle.
You run the speed sweep, but you can't just let him tee off your tight end.
Motion Tyler Higbee. Fresh set of downs from LA. Just shy of their own 45. Goff the throw.
Yeah, that's a very,
Cup again.
I think when I look back on the last 20 years, when you have an offense like the Packers or the Rams or the 49ers, it literally does not matter what personnel you have. It's about the scheme and the system. And that's a very New England Patriots kind of thing. Although that's bitten the Patriots on the ass the last couple of years because they have no talent whatsoever. And that's kind of holding their scheme. You got to have some talent, but it's about the scheme and the play designs more than anything. That's modern NFL. That's why you take a star from one team like Odell Beckham from the Giants, put him on the Browns, and he's not that good. Browns are not built to do what Odell Beckham does best. That's the biggest example I can think of. Third down. Todd Bowles, I bet he gets another shot at being a head coach in the future. He did some nice things with the Jets, but, you know, it's the Jets. That was going to take about 6 to 8 years to rebuild. And they change head coaches in New York Jets more than they change underwear. Nice throw by Goff to the open guy. Cooper Kupp breaks 2 tackles, makes another man miss at the 20, 15, out of bounds near the 10.
And he's thrown out of bounds.
That was a strong throw by Goff, and Kupp did all the work after.
And a big hole opens up in the middle of the field. Great read here. You see the read right there, read here, and that's where the football is going to go from Jared Goff.
And if Cooper Kupp had been covered, Goff would have threw it right there and got intercepted anyway. That's the style of player he is. Goff is not going to ad-lib. He's going to throw to wherever Sean McVay already has him programmed to throw. It just so happened Kupp was open that time. I've seen enough of the Rams to know how that works. They're down at the Tampa Bay 12. It's an end around to Robert Woods. Goes nowhere. They try to get the ball to Robert Woods a lot in creative ways. He doesn't just catch passes. He'll play running back or whatever. They just like to get the ball in Robert Woods' hands.
Ways that Sean McVay presents what is a very basic running game to, whether it be an 11 personnel, 1 tight end, 3 wide receivers, 1 back, 12 personnel, 2 wide receivers, 2 tight
Cooper
ends.
Kupp broke a couple of sets of ankles on that catch a minute ago.
What you're trying to do is get on your edges and see if you'll be able to keep this running game from getting out on the perimeter.
As you'll see, they'll give it to anyone to run the football. Running backs, wide receivers, even the tight end Tyler.
Here comes Woods in motion again.
Goff to throw.
Cooper Kupp.
Comes right back. Makes his
3rd and 2.
The Rams have been efficient, and Sean McVay, he told us this week, listen, we moved the ball, we've been efficient, we've been great on first down. 7th in the National Football League.
You can't count the Rams out of winning the NFC West. We're talking about the Seahawks and Cardinals like they're running away with it. If the Rams win this, they're still right there. They're a tough matchup for anyone. They just fly under the radar because nobody gives a fuck about the Rams. Because nobody in LA cares about either of their teams. Ooh, offsides, Devin White. That's going to be first and goal.
Enough for a first down.
Maybe first and goal. It's half the distance. How many yards were to go?
Nucci's over in practice. Defense. Half the distance of the goal. First down.
Best combination of linebackers in the NFL, Devin White and Levante David. Yeah, I'll get them the first down. It's first and goal now.
A huge penalty, obviously, for Devin White. Wants to get in there, probably had a run stunt going.
Tampa Bay, no stranger to dumbass penalties. Cost them big time in Chicago last month. Ooh, that got blown up. Is that Winfield? No, it's Whitehead.
Big stop for Tampa Bay.
Jordan Whitehead is a physical presence. You're going to see him right here. Just come off the edge. He is a downhill filler, not a very big guy. Someone who they're kind of worried about because of that style of play in terms of him holding up all year long. And he's a guy who will put every ounce of himself into every hit. As you saw it right there, that's a big play coming off the edge.
As soon as something like that happens, I guarantee you Sean McVay on the sideline saying, if they're going to crash off the edge, I'm going to run it naked.
So half the distance was to the 2, and you add 2 back on the loss.
See what McVay schemed up here. Here comes Robert Woods again. Good block on Shaq Barrett to pick up that blitz, but Goff had to throw it away. Shaq Barrett got blown up trying to blitz Goff.
If you're going to come off the edge, he's going to get outside of him. He's going to pin you and get outside. That was just good coverage on the back end from the Bucs. Brings up a big third down situation. What was interesting about that,
And yeah, in this game, you're going to kick the field goal here if you don't get this. Feels like a defensive game early. You kick the field goal if you don't get this. Unless you get inside the 1 yard line, then maybe you consider. Touchdown, Robert Woods.
Touchdown. Robert Woods gets the Rams on the board first. What an opening drive for Los Angeles.
Yeah, that was a hell of a drive.
That's really great patience from Goff. He's going to look.
Excuse me. I can't stop coughing for some reason.
Here's Woods. He's just going to find his way across the field. And as Jared Goff buys time, he keeps his eyes downfield and then just throws a little touch pass over the linebacker for the touchdown. Jared was a decoy. 81.
What the fuck is Whitehead doing? I feel like Whitehead could have got up and tried to knock that ball down, but it's like he just stood there and watched Goff throw and then turned around and watched Robert Woods catch it. Anybody else notice that? I'd like to see another replay of that now. 13 plays, 78 yards. Hey, it's a Spider-Man Miles Morales commercial. Hell yeah. I wish I had a PS5. Maybe this week is the week, guys. Maybe it's the week. Oh, it's Stephen A. Smith in a Miles Morales commercial. That's pretty cool. I saw that on Twitter the other day. PlayStation 5 available now, but not really. Available now, but not really. Matter of fact, let's check on it again right now, live here on the stream. Till I get one, this is 24/7 concern for me. I gotta call GameStop tomorrow and see about when they're gonna have some this week. I figure they'd be my best shot. Out of stock. Walmart will have some again Wednesday at 9 p.m. Oh, here's hoping. Maybe it'll be my lucky day, y'all. I don't know. Maybe it'll be my lucky day. Sure hope so. Tampa Bay's defense, it's just lack of discipline, really. All the talent in the world. We know the schemes they run work. But like that, when Devin White jumped off sides on that last series that the Rams scored on just now, that pretty much sums up Tampa Bay defense in a nutshell. Boneheaded play here and there just gives it up. That's where most of their penalties come from. You know, they're one of the most penalized teams in the league, and most of it's on defense. Tampa Bay defense fantasy owners must be furious because in theory you think you have a good defense, but then they do some boneheaded shit. Always quick to keep the other team on the field.
Touchdown drive by Los Angeles. That's double victory for them. Keep Tom Brady off the field. Gainey will kick it away. Go for the touchback. The Buccaneers have really struggled since week 6, outscored 59-17 in the first quarter. That'll be up for this guy to try to rally them from behind. Tom Brady, look at the wheels.
I had nothing to do with this, Tom. This was not me.
5.28, 40-yard dash, drafted in the 199th position. And then 20 years ago today, this was Brady's NFL debut on a Thanksgiving.
But it's a run. Nope, it's play action. Here comes pressure.
Brady trying to unload for Ronald Jones. Michael Brockers came clean.
And they're trying to get Ronald Jones involved in this game. They tried to run it on their first drive to no avail. And they tried to get him in a screen. He's been outstanding in the screen game this season. He's such an explosive player. And he's more and more confident each and every week in this offense. And kind of toward the end of last year when he got going, he's really picked it up.
And the other good news for Tampa, he's got his left tackle back, Donovan Smith. Not only the ankle checked out, he's back in there.
Ooh, Brady got clobbered. He got it away to Gronk, but it hit the ground incomplete. Uh-oh.
Brady trying to go to Gronkowski.
Starting to feel like the Saints game again. 3rd and 10. Yeah, that's the second play in a row Michael Brockers has got through and rocked Brady. God, killed him. Tom Brady, I remember the day Brett Favre got the shit knocked out of him and he was never the same again. Brady's older than Favre was at that point. Brady's one hit away from going down that same path. Got Jalen Ramsey on Mike Evans again. Brady's lobbing it up. Evans beat him, but he stumbled, and it's incomplete. It's 4th down. There's a flag down. Jalen Ramsey thinks it's offensive pass interference.
I think Jalen Ramsey got fooled. He was sitting on the route expecting the ball to come out.
Pass interference.
Ooh, they call it on Jalen Ramsey.
Foul, automatic. First down.
First down, Tampa.
You ran the out and up, Lewis, and Ramsey was sitting on it and then just grabbed the hold.
I don't think that's pass interference. That's not pass interference.
Tom didn't have a chance.
And Aaron Donald clobbered Brady. That's 3 plays in a row. Brady got rocked. But that was not pass interference.
First down and 10.
You know, early in the year, I was convinced that was going to be Tampa's best play in their offensive playbook. Have Brady throw it up and hope they draw pass interference because he's Tom Brady. And that time, it worked. Perfect medicine for what they needed there.
They may give up some plays down the field, but you're not going to have enough time in the backfield to throw that ball consistently, and that's why this defense has been so effective this year.
Jones.
The 3rd and 3.
John Johnson came up to make the stop, gain of 2.
Rock Brady a few more times, and you can run away with this game.
Here's another example of both teams trying to set the edge and make sure that they keep everything contained. Leonard Floyd, what did he say? He said he considered it disrespectful anytime they try to block him with the tight end, and he did a great job right there, turning everything back inside.
Tampa Bay's best play, throw it up and hope for PI because you've got Tom Brady. Green Bay's best play, just hope the refs fuck the other team an insane amount of times, just like yesterday when the refs were trying to fuck the Colts at the end of the game. Hey, Godwin, first down. Nice catch.
First down. Gain of 7.
We talked about this with Brandon Staley, their defensive coordinator, why he likes to get into empty. And Tom can see the defense so easy when you're in empty. When you spread everybody out, it's very difficult to disguise. And Tom knows that he can diagnose that and understand pressure, take care of it, or get rid of the football. And so that's going to be that game within the game between Brady and Staley all night.
See Aaron Donald watching this play from the sideline. First down and 10.
Big run. Actually, wow, Jalen Ramsey, great job. Most corners would not make that tackle. Ronald Jones bounced that thing to the outside and had a lot of wide open space with nobody but Jalen Ramsey, and Ramsey wrapped his ass up and got him out of bounds. Jalen Ramsey is fast and physical. He may be a dipshit, but he's really good. And a lot of corners wouldn't make that tackle. I tell you who wouldn't make that tackle? Earl Thomas. Remember when he played fullback for Derrick Henry in the playoffs last year? That was funny.
2nd and 4. Play action.
Good protection this time. Gronk was wide open. Ramsey making another tough tackle.
Pick up a 16.
And you can see Rob Gronkowski's going to come up and run to the flag. And watch Chris Godwin here. This is something they're going to come back to. They're playing quarters here. You see the safety just take a step up, and you see that post coming open, wide open. I promise you.
I think the weight loss did Gronkowski a lot of good at this point in his career. I thought it would have hurt him more than anything, but Gronk's leaner than he used to be, and I think it helps. He was never that fast.
Aaron Donald just ran back on the field. He's seen enough on the sideline.
Jones again breaking to the outside and getting yards.
13. Darius Williams tackle.
And the reason that those plays will work later on in the game is if you're
And that should end the first quarter.
Because that's going to help them in protection against Aaron Donald. We talked to Bruce Arians this weekend, and he said, listen, I got away from the run too early in that New Orleans game. That was on me. We only ran it 5 times, and we got embarrassed. They come back last week and run it 37 times against Carolina, and you see what happens.
Fast moving.
Woo. Hold on a second. It's Monday night. I got to work tomorrow, but it's okay because I don't think I have to work hard tomorrow. I don't think. Might be off Wednesday. Definitely off Thursday, obviously, but might be off Wednesday. I'm hoping. Shit, I'd give anything to be off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You guys are being awfully quiet out there. Second quarter. Well, this game is going by fast. These Monday Night Football games do go by fast. I like that they start a little earlier than the other primetime games. Yo, somebody, I should do the fastest the fastest 2 minutes in football like Chris Berman does. It's a bubble screen to Mike Evans. Wow, Jalen Ramsey put him on his ass. Holy shit. It was a bubble screen to Evans, and he thought he was going to truck through Jalen Ramsey, and Jalen Ramsey just picked his ass up and set him down.
He likes the physicality of it. That's a form tackle. That's dumping a wide receiver.
Jalen Ramsey's getting better every year.
This is going to be fun to watch. Mike Evans is going to be the target down here over and over again because they always work the ball to hit.
3rd and 1.
From the 9.
They bring Godwin down.
Pressure by the Rams. Brady able to throw and hit.
Hey, Evans caught a ball and broke 2 tackles. Touchdown. Wow. They moved some pieces around and they got Evans off of Jalen Ramsey. Threw the same kind of play to him again, and that time he just powered in for a touchdown. Wow.
We just talked about the matchup. Watch Jalen Ramsey. He comes in motion with Godwin.
Yeah, Jalen Ramsey followed Godwin. That was the key to that play there, was getting Evans off of Jalen Ramsey.
You have to take advantage of Evans on Troy Hill, and then the physicality, the difference between what you saw from Jalen Ramsey on one play and
Bravo.
the next play. Amazing.
That's 5'11", 183 pounds versus 6 foot, 214, 215 pounds.
Sure, the Rams for the rest of the night will be like, nope, Jalen, you're staying on Mike Evans no matter what.
They saw that up in the booth, up in the coach's booth, they were going.
Now in Madden, you can set it to where your best corner is on the other team's best receiver, no matter what.
Mike Evans is ready to go.
Ryan Suckup trying to tie the game. Able to boot it through. Mike Evans becomes the first wide receiver to have a touchdown catch in his first 5 Monday Night Football games. Second, third, fourth efforts as well.
Hold on.
You give.
Me and my uncle are texting. Hold on. Yeah, I'm just a little confused there. I mean, the Bucs showed on the screenplay before what they were trying to do. They're trying to get the ball to Mike Evans because they're in the red zone. And Ramsey was all over it. And then they motion Godwin, and Ramsey follows him, and that leaves Evans over there with a couple of bums. Carried him to the end zone. But it worked. Good for Tampa Bay. I don't know, that was a hell of a play. That looked a lot like A.J. Brown against the Ravens yesterday. See John Hunter driving full-time a truck. That is a great career move for John Hunter Nemechek, and I'll tell you why. Front Row Motorsports is never going to be a competitive cup team. Get the fuck out of there. Don't waste your career. Go back down to trucks. Drive for a super ultra competitive team that you can elevate, because KBM has sucked because they've made some bad hires, I think. John Nemechek is the best hire they could have made. That's going to bring that team really back to prominence where they should be. And in a couple of years, if things go well, the Michael Jordan, Denny Hamlin, Joe Gibbs alliance is going to bring in more rides. I think the idea with 2311 Racing, or whatever it's called, is to ultimately build into a multi-car team like Stuart Haas did. And maybe one day they'll have 3 or 4 cars, and you'll have like 7 or 8 Toyotas, and that'll open up more rides for the John Hunter Nemecheks and the Brett Moffats of the world that are kind of stuck in career purgatory down in trucks and Xfinity because there's no good cup rides to go to. So I think ultimately this is a great move for John Hunter, and I wouldn't be surprised if he won the truck championship. Hey, Goff hits him with the play act, a screen to Robert Woods, and JPP's all over it, but he can't make the tackle. Woods gets back to the line of scrimmage. Give him a break. He's only got 1.5 hands.
Yards and catches and touchdowns and everything receiving in Bucs franchise history. You get this opportunity, right? And Tom Brady comes in, and they've been on prime time. They've been in these situations, and they haven't played well. And you think about a guy like Mike Evans, they probably talk all week. Let's start fast. Make the plays that are there. And right off the bat, they come out, and he makes a huge play for his team. Just feel good for him.
Seahawks, Eagles next Monday night. I think that'll be a good game. Seahawks, Eagles next Monday. Andres, we might stream that game. We might. I'm starting to enjoy streaming football games. Had to get used to it, you know. I was out of my element. Obviously, I'm a big football fan, but it took me a while to get comfortable with the NASCAR thing. I don't think we really hit our stride with the NASCAR thing until after the COVID break. Yeah, Calvin Johnson was Megatron. And yeah, since we have an Eagles fan among us, we will stream Seahawks Eagles next Monday, I think. Why not? I'm very selective about the games I stream, but I've made some good choices this week, I think. 3rd and 5. Goff's rolling to his right. I hate these kinds of plays, and that's exactly why I hate these kinds of plays. You take half the field away and really limit your options, and they're way short of the marker. They got to punt this ball away. Don't like those kinds of plays. I'm having Steve Sarkisian flashbacks. As when he was in Atlanta, all we ran was toss sweeps and stupid plays like that where Matt would roll to one side of the field and try to throw that ball into one guy covered by about 4 people.
Johnny Hecker was the star of the Monday Night Football show. We saw them in L.A. against the Bears. Here's Barner.
Good return.
Elevated from the practice squad today out to the 31-yard line. Tom Brady, Aaron Donald, face to face.
Now let me get quiet and type a message again. Well, yeah, we did a Seahawks game Thursday. Hell, we're going to end up, by the end of the year, Jeff, we'll have done a lot of fucking Seahawks games because every game they're in is a classic. So we're going to see plenty of the Seahawks for the rest of the year. Yeah. There's a fucking gnat or something in here. Why do I have my little lamp on here? Honestly, streaming these NFL games makes me a better watcher of the game because I'm more in tune with what the game, with what's going on in the game, and I'm studying it a little closer than I would be if I was just sitting here chilling watching a game, not streaming. So it makes me a better football watcher to be on here talking to you guys. So you might see more of me through the rest of the year than I initially thought. I thought we'd do like a game or two a week, but we got lucky this week and had a couple of really good games. I'm not going to stream 3 games in one day, and well, except for playoffs, because I mean that's the playoffs. But I'm not going to stream a 1 o'clock game, 4 o'clock game, and a Sunday night game all in a row. But in the playoffs, we'll have to do 3 in a day because we have 7 teams in each conference this year, which means 3 wild card games on Saturday and 3 on fucking Sunday. So more games to stream there, but those will be worth doing because it's playoffs. I might try to determine tonight for you guys what game I'm looking at doing Sunday. I know Bucs and Chiefs is going to be high on the list for what we do Sunday. Might not stream a 1 o'clock game, just do Bucs and Chiefs. Maybe the Packers and Bears on Sunday night so I can shit on the Packers again. There's Leonard Fournette. Boy, is it me or have the Bucs really underutilized Fournette? Let me look at Fournette's numbers. I'm actually really curious now. I feel like they have really underutilized Fournette. But it's just because Ronald Jones has emerged as such a beast.
John Johnson had it covered. Tom Brady was looking for it and then just checked it down to Fournette.
I'll tell you what it feels like. You do that hard play action, turn around in the pocket, and Aaron Donald's on the other side. You just don't know.
Look at that after this play.
Right in my lap when I turn around. So you got to turn around and kind of check how things are going.
It's another screen. This time to Godwin. That's Brady ball, trying to get the ball out quick, fast, and not too far down the field.
It's interesting you say that because I asked Tom this week, hey,
yeah, Leonard Fournette, what's his stats this year?
Donald is in the game and when he's not. And he said, absolutely. We have to take advantage when he's not in there.
Excuse me.
To do some of that play action, try to push the ball down the field.
He's only got 244 yards and 2 touchdowns. Ugh, that's not very good. But Ronald Jones is a beast, so.
Donald, how about triple team 19 times so far this season?
Jeff. 3rd and 6. 3-man rush. Brady's got plenty of time. It's a first down. That's another pet peeve of mine. 3-man rushes. You better have some Herculean coverage or hope the quarterback's a dumbass and makes a mistake if you're only going to rush 3.
You got Antonio Brown, you got Chris Godwin, and then you just slip Cameron Braid on a little outside stick route, and he gets matched up on Johnny Johnson. That's just leverage. He was beat from the snap.
Sure was. Hey, you see who number 20 is shadowing once again? Jalen Ramsey. You bet he went over to the side and said, Brandon, I got 13.
So you don't think it was a long conversation? First down and 10, a running game.
Nothing there for Fournette.
Who's not getting the playing time he would like, and that's really due to the emergence of Ronald Jones.
Hey, they're talking about Fournette the same way I was.
And I agree with you to a degree. I think sometimes
Tampa Bay's all-season strategy was let's hire a washed-up, broken-down tight end, a 43-year-old quarterback, and every free agent running back in existence. Because they also have LaShawn McCoy over there on the bench, along with Fournette.
Now they zone it off, and Ramsey's down here.
Ramsey's covering Fournette wide down here. Here comes Aaron Donald. He just missed Brady. Great coverage by Johnson. He was all over Gronkowski. That's not easy to do.
John Johnson sitting in the middle of the field. You're going to see him here. He's just going to roll to the middle of the field and then just break downhill as the route declares.
3rd and long again.
Gronkowski working over the middle of the field. And this is this tremendous free safety play. That's just being instinctive, reading the quarterback's eyes, not committing pass interference.
That's as close as you can get to not committing pass interference.
He's a smart player. Learned a lot. He told us from being behind Eric Weddle.
Almost got the Rams to jump. First down, depends on where they spot the ball. They give it to him.
Working on Darius Williams, gain of 9. First down for Tampa Bay.
That's the thing that makes Tom Brady hard to defend is he does not care who catches the football. And nobody's going to come back and complain to him. Hey,
LaShawn McCoy, let's be real, McCoy's washed up. I don't know why he's still playing, to tell you the truth.
11 players all over the field, and right now he's finding great.
On the 47,
Got his ring, though.
Brady
Brady going deep.
takes the deep shot.
Mike Evans.
And he got all turned around with Jackin.
Ramsey had him all twisted up, though. Boy, Brady took a deep shot going at Jalen Ramsey.
And Tom's going to regret that one.
Was that Psycho Tom?
Right after he threw the
Wasn't a great throw by Brady, but hell, Ramsey had him covered up anyway.
Because when you get Mike Evans one-on-one, this is the matchup we've been waiting to see. Even if he's not going to run right by him, just give him a chance to go up and make the play.
That would have had a chance if Brady made a better throw, actually.
Just the physical difference as far as how
That's on Brady.
how long, how strong Jalen Ramsey is makes all the difference at the catch point.
2nd and 10.
Screened Antonio Brown, who gets tackled for 2 yards.
Made the stop.
And we were talking with Tom this week, and he said he missed some last week in that Carolina game downfield. Those big shots.
Brady misses a lot downfield now. That's not the strength of his game. It really never was. Outside of, what, 2007?
And I think that's
Brady had one really great year throwing deep constantly. Other than that,
Brady's just one of
you know, he's a brilliant player. He's the greatest of all time,
20
but
yards or more.
he's not a bombs away deep ball guy. He's not Brett Favre or Peyton Manning.
The LA 45. Brady steps and
Ooh. Ah, they throw the flag.
Scotty Miller.
Scotty Miller got leveled there, but I feel like it was perfectly timed.
The contact.
Pass interference, defense, number 32. Once again, Tampa Bay's best play. Throw it up and hope you get pass interference because Tom Brady's your quarterback. And he's going to draw a lot of flags.
All that can happen to you as a DB sometimes is when you get such a good read on it and such a good break, and you know you're going to the intersection point, but you get there too soon. You just see Jordan Fuller here just drop to the hash, square up, and then break on the football.
Yeah, he got there about a second too soon.
And that's because he read it perfectly. He knew exactly what he wanted to do.
I don't know. That's kind of bang bang. I wouldn't have called that.
20-yard pass interference penalty on the last drive. The touchdown
That it's better than that first pass interference. Now the Rams got to take a timeout.
Gives the Bucs 25 yards.
2 big pass interference plays tonight. Like I said, it's Tampa's best play. Any team Tom Brady's ever been on, it's been one of their best plays. Here's a fun topic. Who's the worst receiver that Tom Brady made look good? We'll do one for Brady and one for Peyton. Who is the worst receiver that Tom Brady made look good? And who's the worst one that Peyton Manning made look good? I think Brady's best worst receiver might be Danny Amendola or Chris Hogan, because I don't think either of those guys were that special. Peyton Manning, it could have been like Julius Thomas or Demaryius Thomas, because I never thought Demaryius Thomas was anything special. He's a one-trick pony. You can catch fucking bubble screens and take him the distance. He's not that good of a receiver. He was a product of Peyton. All the great quarterbacks have those guys. Dallas Clark, you think, for Peyton? So I have to say, by the time Dallas Clark went somewhere else, he was kind of washed up. Brett Favre had guys like that too. Fucking A. Javon Brown and Sidney Ross. I think it was Javon Brown and Sidney Ross were the two guys that Favre made look like world beaters, and everywhere else they went, they were fucking garbage. I think the Seahawks gave Sidney Ross a big contract in 2011, and he was crap. The Raiders paid... No, it was Javon Walker, not Javon Brown. Javon Walker. I don't know why I was thinking Brown. Javon Walker. He got paid by the Raiders after some good times with Brett Favre. All the elites have that. I think Aaron Rodgers has a handful. Randall Cobb, Greg Jennings. Here's another one Rodgers had. He's had a few. Randall Cobb and Greg Jennings. I feel like I'm missing somebody else that was in Green Bay. I don't know how the Sixers are going to do. I don't watch much basketball anymore. It's been years since I've religiously followed the NBA. So I really don't know enough. I was a Celtics fan, for what it's worth. Mike Evans, 1st and goal at the 2. Ramsey saying the flag should be on Evans.
Working again on Jalen Ramsey.
Pass interference.
Defense. Number 20.
Damn, they called pass interference on Jalen Ramsey again.
First down.
Third pass interference penalty.
And it's the second one on Jalen Ramsey.
This is called a shake route. He's going to break to the middle of the field and then come back underneath flat.
That's not pass interference. If anything, Mike Evans interfered with him.
It's just a heavyweight battle.
That should be offensive pass interference. If anything, Evans kind of shoved him down.
But that's a very difficult
That is a terrible call.
As a former defensive player, I
1st and goal. That's a terrible call.
this is a great matchup.
Rams brought Bucs brought an extra
Fournette touchdown. That's his 3rd touchdown of the year. But, like I said, what's the best play in Tampa's playbook? Jeff, don't mention Sidney Rock. Yeah. Hey, it worked out for you guys.
Just watch right here. Watch him reset the line of scrimmage. Simply just getting some movement. Donovan Smith, Ryan Jansen, just trying to get a little bit of surge. Leonard Fournette's a big boy of 230 pounds. Just push the pile and get in there for 6.
And there you go, 14-7. That pass interference does not sit right with me. Throw it up, hope for pass interference, and repeat. They're going to try to PI. They're going to try to bullshit pass interference their way to a Super Bowl this year. Yeah, Ramsey's caught a couple of bullshit breaks tonight. Maybe it's karma for his Academy Award-winning performance against the Cowboys back in Week 1 when he drew the offensive pass interference call on Michael Gallup. At least it happened to the Cowboys, though, so it was funny. That's when you knew 2020 was going to be a good year for football. Three bad calls altogether and 2 of them on Ramsey. It's rare they pick on an elite player like Ramsey. They usually let the top tier guys get away with a bit more. Because, Jeff, you don't want to fucking hear this, but I can't tell you how many fucking Seahawks games I watched where Richard Sherman, Earl Thomas, or Byron Maxwell or whoever were just straight up fucking mugging people and getting away with it. That championship game against the 49ers comes to mind. A couple of Falcon games come to mind, but luckily we won most of them anyway. But yeah, like I said, they'll let if it's reputation, they tend to let guys get away with a lot. And your Seahawks were definitely the beneficiary of that for a handful of years. And it was warranted. Like I said, they had a great reputation because they were a brilliant defense.
College football. 14-7. Home team.
Good coverage in Seattle in the Legion of Boom days was holding most other places.
Handles the kickoff duties. Rams head coach Sean McVay started his coaching career right here as an assistant wide receivers coach. That's what they call him, assistant wide receivers coach. Just had to give him a title, right? Under John.
Hey, there's John Gruden, man. I'm back on Monday Night Football, man. Look at me, man.
Just graduated out of Miami of Ohio. about that first.
Oh, I want to see Chiefs Raiders again in the playoffs.
What'd you do? You gotta get greasy coffee.
No. They're going to G-R-U-D-E-N. He had to get that G-R extra coffee. What was it? He was a heck of a coach.
John Gruden in the Ring of Honor there.
He really was into football.
It's going to be awkward the next time Las Vegas comes to Tampa in 4 years.
A lot from Mike Shanahan as well.
First down and 10. Goff to throw.
Great catch by Cooper Kupp. And a good effort.
First down marker, a 6-yard catch. But as you guys tell me every week, the NFL is all about relationships. Sean McVay's grandfather, John, was an NFL head coach with the Giants, an executive with the 49ers. He hired John Gruden's dad at Dayton. So that's how far back they go. And one hand washes the other. And it's worked out.
Yeah, he just got a foot in the door, but he is where he is now because he's an excellent football coach and no other reason.
Second down and 2. It's Everett in motion. Hand off to Cam.
You know, I couldn't stop thinking about all day that if the Colts had Marlon Mack yesterday, they would have blown Green Bay off the field. That game would have never been close enough to go to overtime if the Colts had Marlon Mack. Just thinking out loud again, because I can't get over how bad the Packers are, but somehow keep winning.
Just puts a hit on Cam Akers. That's exactly how you diagnose it. On a simple run, simple direct outside zone run, you're just coming downhill. You're just pacing the football, trying to stay behind it. So if that running back tries to turn back, you're right there. You're putting your shoulder pads right in his chest. Textbook play.
Rams went 3 and out in their last series.
3rd and 2. Gonna have to take a timeout here. Nope, they get the playoff. First down across the 50, Robert Woods.
Just across midfield. Gain 18 for the first down.
Good recognition there. Now they're going to go a little bit of tempo.
Now the Rams are up tempo.
They'll change tempos, keep the defense off guard.
Goff again.
Ooh, what an effort by Higbee.
It's Tyler Higbee. Big night for Higbee here, and you know his coach, Sean McVay, knows all about it. A local product from nearby East Lake High School, which is some 13 miles away. Played a game here in 16, was never targeted. He's got a run and a reception.
Cooper Kupp. Ooh, makes a man miss. He's up the sideline.
7th grand for Kupp.
Boy, Kupp is making guys miss. He's breaking tackles. He's catching in traffic. This is nasty. He spins back, and he's gone. Rams are in the red zone.
This is all about tempo. The Bucs are on their heels defensively. They can't dial up the myriad of different pressures that they like. When you're going this fast, it neutralizes a good defense.
Oh, wasn't going it. Sue was all over Cooper Kupp there. It's a good thing he dropped it. Saved himself some pain.
You can't get different players on the field either with the up-tempo.
It's true. Nice job by Shaq Barrett. He's under a lot of pressure. You see, they're going to trying to get a cutoff block there, and then they just want to get the ball to Kupp again, but Barrett comes upfield and puts pressure on the quarterback.
Got Ndamukong Suh in coverage there for a second. Second down and 10.
He almost got Devin White to jump again.
That's why he's changing the play.
Got one to snap it. Get it away again.
Oh, big blitz. Didn't get there, but the blocks on the outside were not good. Still a positive play for the Rams, but if their blocks would have held up, Kupp would still be running and would be in the end zone right about now.
The jailbreak screen against an all-out look. They brought both guys in the A-gaps, get rid of the football. Sean McVay had that dialed up versus that pressure, and if Sean Murphy-Bunting doesn't make the play, it's a touchdown.
You see what Sean McVay is doing. He's riding the hot hand. He knows that Cooper Kupp's one of his best run-after-catch players. He makes a movement down here in the red zone as far as his targets. Watch Robert Woods, number 17 as well.
3rd down.
Those are the 2 guys he likes to go to. 3rd and 4.
Offsides, Shaq Barrett.
One to snap it again. You saw McVay.
1st and goal for the Rams.
Now he's running onto the field. He ran the length of the sideline.
Undefeated to the quarterback. Defense, number 58. 5-yard penalty. First down.
There's a lot going on there.
Another free first down inside the 10 because they're offsides.
Timeout, but then he got something even better. He got an offsides, and he was running after the official, wanting the timeout, and pretty quickly when somebody told him his headset, get off the field, we got an offside.
I'll sit here, nothing to see here.
I'll take the first. I'll take the first.
Football's funny sometimes.
Goal-to-go situations. Something the Rams want to improve on.
Fucking Bruce Arians looks like Harry Potter with those glasses on.
And they've got my chance right here.
From the Tampa 7, trying to tie the game.
We got one-on-one with Van Jefferson at the top of the screen.
Goff
Touchdown.
completing.
Jefferson.
Van Jefferson for the touchdown.
Go back and get that football.
Once again, it's a discipline problem on Tampa's defense.
First career touchdown.
Dumb mistakes and missed tackles.
About a month ago before the last month.
Mostly missed tackles.
Still practicing this isolation with Van Jefferson. Jared Goff's very comfortable with them. They put him on the weak side at X, and if they get man-to-man and they like the matchup, they're comfortable using it, and McVay gets the touchdown.
You see who they went after. Number 35, Jamel Dean.
And their uniforms are still ugly.
It's someone that Jason Garrett targeted over and over again in that matchup between the Giants and the Buccaneers.
Tampa defense is a negative IQ. They play like it. They have all the talent in the world. You saw what they did to the Packers. He'll go back and watch the first game against Atlanta last year, how they got after Matt Ryan. That was the day I was like, damn, Tampa's got a hell of a defense.
Gave the extra point in the red zone, and Jared Goff.
They lack discipline.
How's a 42-1 ratio in the red zone?
That's pretty good. Jared Goff has 42 touchdowns in the red zone to 1 interception in their last 37 games. You know, I was shitting on Jared Goff earlier, but his numbers always look pretty most of the time. Except a few times he played the Bears and got his ass kicked, but, you know. That shoe was on the other foot a few weeks ago when the Rams just fucking murked the Bears on Monday Night Football. That's when I realized I didn't want to watch another fucking Chicago Bears game for the rest of the year. We might do Bears-Packers next Sunday night, but I don't know. I'm not that interested in that game because it's the Bears. Yeah, I wanted to watch the Packers again, but we'll see if there's any good 1 o'clock games Sunday and make a decision. Packers own the Bears, so there's probably not much reason to watch. Although, Bears have a really dominant defense. That gives you a shot against Green Bay. If you make Rodgers flinch more than once or twice, you're probably going to win the game. Everybody gets a piece of the blame for losing to the Colts the way they did yesterday, though. That was a real team effort. Blown coverages on defense all throughout the game. Guys on offense can't hold on to the fucking ball. Referees tried to bail them out, though. Holding every other fucking play on Indianapolis. A couple of those, I'm like, come on, dude. When's the last time the Packers got fucked by a bad call? The Fail Mary? That was like 8 years ago. Cookie. I got another cat in here asleep on my bed. Cookie. If they activate Refrigerator Perry, yeah.
Oh, nice moment again for Van
Refrigerator
Jefferson.
needs some new Freon before he ever gets on a football field again.
Rams out of Florida.
We got a ball game tonight, boys. Both teams
Physical.
on both sides of the ball. Looking like two playoff teams, in my opinion.
Well, the Rams are having to earn it a bit more than Tampa Bay is. Those pass interference calls loom pretty large.
Overtime.
But we're tied at 14. I knew this would be a good game.
Big college weekend coming up. course, it's a holiday on Thanksgiving, so on Friday, settle in. Got some turkey sandwiches left over. Iowa and Texas, Notre Dame and North Carolina, and then the rivalry game, Oregon and Oregon State, 7:30 p.m. Eastern on ESPN.
How many pass interference calls will it take to reach the end zone this time? What the fuck was that?
I'm not sure I need it Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
Tom was a little late on his draw play there. It was a pump fake draw, and Brady was about a half a second away from getting his head taken off.
Hope everybody has a great holiday week. It's a tough one, right? Everything about 2020 is difficult and complicated. Gonna be wearing out.
But it's okay. We're watching football, and we're gonna have a new president. The future is bright.
2nd and 11. Ready to throw.
What a catch by Antonio Brown. I think he got both feet in.
Got it.
Yeah, that's AB.
Give it 12.
He's a dick, but you can't deny his talent. I'm sure he's insulted that they're not putting Jalen Ramsey on him.
Then just snaps it off. Back shoulder throw. You see the excellent footwork on the sideline.
I'm sure AB feels some kind of way about not getting matched up on Jalen Ramsey. As competitive as he is.
Snap that pretty quickly. Don't want to take a second look.
AB again, gain of 5, just about.
Short pickup of 4.
We talked a lot about the matchup.
They're working AB in, a lot like they did with Gronk at the start of the year.
Darius Williams is bursting onto the scene. Nobody knew who he was coming into this season, but he has stepped up for this Rams defense. 4 interceptions on the year, and that's a tough matchup to draw if you're Darius Williams.
Oh, so you gave me AB?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
You got a tough matchup no matter who you're trying to cover in Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, Godwin, AB. It's a reverse to AB this time.
Antonio Brown busy. Hand it off to him.
Not going anywhere, about 1.5 yards.
And he'll pick up just a yard on the play. Darius Williams is a tremendous story. He was a no-star recruit at a high school. Went to Division III Marietta College in Ohio in 2011. Had some family issues. Had to return home. A couple of years later, he walks on at UAB. The program folds.
Right.
He's delivering flowers, any kind of odd jobs for some cash. They restart the program in 17. Winds up coming to the Rams, having to sit behind Marcus Peters and Aqib Talib.
Yeah.
3rd down.
It's a story of resilience, and it's a credit to him because his
Tom's
confidence
5 of
stems
6
from
on
that
3rd down.
resilience. He believes he's a great player.
3rd and 5 for Brady.
There's AB.
Saw Antonio
1st down.
Brown all the time. Business booming.
Isn't it interesting how now all of a sudden this is AB's time? It's his series. Hey, let's just get you heated up a little bit here and target you a little. Just sit down.
According to Adam Schefter, Tampa Bay, the front office, the coaches, they're all really pleased with how Antonio Brown has carried himself. So apparently the AB signing so far is a success. They're very happy. I was like, oh, you know what? That's good to hear, honestly. We don't need any more AB drama. I think we've all had our fill of that. Although it's like Favre watch when Brett Favre couldn't decide whether or not he was retiring or coming back. It was fun to watch, even if it did get a little annoying after a while. I hear Bray Wyatt on the TV in the living room. Beat AB. Oh man, the moment AB got signed, if I'd been playing fantasy football, even if I knew if he hadn't officially been signed, I would have already snatched up Antonio Brown. Kind of like the year that What, Le'Veon Bell was suspended for like the first 4 or 5 games. But my second pick in my fantasy draft, I took Le'Veon Bell because I knew when he came back he would be a monster. And he was. Because I had him on my team that day. He went for like over 270 against Buffalo in the snow. Whatever it was some crazy numbers. I had him on my fantasy team that day.
Coming up on the USAA Insurance Halftime, Joe Burrow injury update from Adam.
So Joe Burrow's injury is even worse than they thought. Joe Burrow not only tore his ACL and his MCL, there is structural damage inside the knee, and he may never be the same. Fucking Cincinnati, dude. They're cursed. Because Joe Burrow's going to be special if he's able to come back from this. Brady going deep. Nothing there. It's going to be intercepted. No, Mike Evans saves the interception. Woo! John Johnson was coming down with a pick, and Mike Evans knocked it out of his hands. Mike Evans had to play corner there. How come when Tom Brady throws deep now, I don't even flinch? I'm like, yeah, this ain't going to work.
Because Tom stares right at him. You see, if he's just going to drop it, he's going to look quickly to AB, to the left. John Johnson's already gone, though. He's already gone. He's already down maybe 2 yards from the sideline. That's excellent range. You just got to make that play. You got to make that. He's got to make that.
Yeah, that should have been an easy interception.
You want to give Tom Brady another crack on the 2-minute drill here.
Screen to Godwin. Goes nowhere. Boy, the Rams are all over these screens.
Whose name we haven't mentioned much in this first half is Aaron Donald. And right now, 3rd and 9, this should be Aaron Donald time. Yeah, he's going to.
Yeah, Josh Gordon.
Sometimes triple teams.
He's a fantasy risk.
Still produces. He's got to impact.
I thought he was supposed to come back and play this year again.
3rd and long has been an issue for this Rams defense tonight. That's when all the pass interference penalties have happened.
Mike Evans in the slot.
Fournette in the back.
3rd and 9.
Ready to throw.
It's incomplete. The Bucs have done a really good job at protecting Tom since the first quarter. There was a series of plays in the first quarter where I thought it was going to be a long night for Brady. But this protection's holding up really well now. Like they said, you haven't heard Aaron Donald's name much tonight.
And they're going to get off the field here.
Yeah, not only that, but they're going to get the ball back with over 1 minute and 2 timeouts. So an opportunity for the Rams offense maybe before half.
Bradley Pinion back to punt. First punt was a 59-yard effort. Got it away from the 38. Webster, the clear catch.
Rams have 1 minute and 2 timeouts, and they're starting at the 19.
After this word, Postmates.
Daytona will be here before you know it, guys.
An even minute left to play.
I can tell I'm getting excited for Daytona way too early because I played NASCAR Heat 5 the other day.
The final 2 minutes of the first half. Here's an opportunity, starting from their own 19.
I think, I wondered why that is. I mean, you look at this offense, and they're not really structured as a 2-minute straight drop-back offense. They are a run and play action offense. In 2 minutes, that's not what that is. I think that's why they struggle a little bit.
Pressure from the Bucs.
Oh, man.
And it's Higbee, another catch for
That
him.
corner jumped that route.
Pick up a 5.
We got a lineman down. No, he's good.
So I think this is where you put pressure on your new left tackle, Joe Noble. An obvious passing situation with Jason Pierre-Paul on the edge. And that's why I think you're going to see the ball come out quick from Jared Goff.
I think you're also going to see Todd Bowles protecting Jamel Dean. He's not going to leave him one-on-one on the outside. As you know, Sean is sitting over there, Sean McVay sitting over there looking and saying, hey, look, now he's got a one-on-one on the outside. Maybe playing some zone. Single safety middle here.
Excuse me. Cooper Kupp makes another guy miss. First down. Got to roll, no huddle. 46 seconds, 40 foot. Nope, yep, clock's running.
9 catches, a buck 9 already tonight.
9 catches. Goddamn, you said he'd get 15. He's already at 9, man. Ooh, that was almost number 10.
Kupp trying to one-hand that. Stops the clock with 34 seconds left.
That's the kind of play that makes Sean McVay hold his breath a little bit. Look, man, we're trying to get the ball out, be on time, and then when you start holding the ball in the 2-minute drill, especially backed up inside your 30, you bring in the potential for a sack, strip, fumble. That's what makes Sean McVay go back in his shell a little bit with the play calling with 34 seconds left.
No Andrew Whitworth, as we mentioned. The good news about Whitworth, he might still be able to come back.
By the way, Jared Goff's 9 for 9 on blitzes tonight. So Tampa's not having a lot of success with that. Here comes a blitz.
Is good. Underneath from Malcolm Brown.
Timeout. Got to call timeout now.
Timeouts if they want them. Going to bring up 3rd and short. We'll spend one here. 23 seconds left in the half. Cooper Kupp going all off and Goff's favorite target tonight by far.
This is a guy who you just know he is just an automatic first down, and his run after the catch skills are as good as anyone as far as his open field vision, center of gravity, instincts. You see here how he's running back inside on zone right body. He's a guy who can do it all. You can just tell the way this game is shaping out with the Rams only have 5 yards rushing in the first half. 5. That is not the script that Sean McVay thought was going to play out. He's going to go with what he's going to go with. 11 targets, 9 receptions, over 100 yards receiving for Kupp.
Well, that'll be the first words out of his mouth at halftime is, listen, guys, we have got to run the football if we're going to win this game in the second half.
Man-to-man across the board. They're showing blitz, too. Yeah, here comes Devin. Well, Devin White's looking like he's going to come on a blitz. Here he comes. Well, they get the first down. They got to spend that timeout again. Now they're out of timeouts. 19 seconds to go. It was a blitz beater, but they at least made the tackle on the outside and forced the Rams to burn the timeout. Man across the board and a blitz from Devin White.
He's going to get the block on Edwards. Get enough for the first down, but not much more. Now with 19 seconds left, you might call something to the outside. You're trying to get to the 40.
And now it's all getting out of bounds or getting down the field in field goal range and spiking it. You're asking a lot here with 19 seconds, no timeouts, and you're only at the 45. Can't pass this opportunity up. Rams get the ball to start the second half. Here comes another screen and blitz, and he's going somewhere. Robert Woods. If he don't score, they're not going to get this spiked. 10 seconds, 9 seconds, 8 seconds, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They got it. Wow. I was going to say, if Robert Woods didn't score there, they were going to be fucked. He damn near scored. Wow. Tampa Bay got aggressive again.
I need to get down if I'm going to get the field goal, but I think I might score here. And so he gets
Boy, that's as close as you get.
Not scoring, and they just have enough time to get up and clock.
Great job by everybody on the field to be in position to get down there and spike it with just 1 second left. Gay for the kick, 38 yards. And it's good. Barely, but it's good. 17-14 at the half. Damn, what an end to the first half. By the way, the Rams under Sean McVay are 31-0 when leading at halftime. They're 17-14 right now. One moment, please. I gotta text somebody. what to do at the house. Yeah, let's look at the schedule and see what we might do Sunday. Till then, listen to fucking Susie Colburn, Booger McFarlane, and Adam Schefter. They're talking about Joe Burrow.
Susie, worst case scenario for the Cincinnati Bengals, Joe Burrow. He tore his ACL. He tore his MCL. He suffered other damage in his knee, including damage to his PCL and meniscus. He'll undergo season-ending surgery. A timeline for a player like this typically is about 9 to 12 months.
Thanksgiving, we're doing Washington, Dallas, and Baltimore, Pittsburgh, if it happens.
Well, if you're saying it's going to be 9 to 12 months and you're talking about it's already in jeopardy.
Titans, Colts at 1 o'clock.
Until 2022.
That'd be a good game to stream. And to keep an eye on the fucking shitty Falcons while we do it.
Be ready to win now. Don't risk him in 2021. Sit him out. Bring him back in 22.
And that was one of the major storylines in the AFC North today. The other is that the Baltimore Ravens had to shut their facility this morning before reopening. When
Titans, Colts is the most likely candidate there. And then 4 o'clock, Chiefs, Bucs, and we call it a day and not worry about Packers and Bears.
Adam Thielen also placed on the reserve COVID-19 list today, but the Baltimore Ravens will have to make...
I 31-0 count doesn't account for at least 2 more PI. Yeah.
This season, adapt and adjust.
So this weekend,
Last night showed...
we're going to stream Titans, Colts, Chiefs, Bucs, Seahawks, Eagles. And like I said, Thursday we're doing Washington and Dallas, and if Baltimore and Pittsburgh still happens, we're doing that. There you go. That's the plan. I hate that I'm going to be streaming Titans Colts and be tempted to keep an eye on the Raiders and Falcons, but I just can't be fucking bothered with that game because got no faith in that team whatsoever. So yeah, we're not doing Packers Bears on Sunday night. I don't want to sit down and study another Bears game. I'll watch it. We just ain't streaming it. Oh boy, Rams Niners on Sunday. Nah, it's Chiefs Bucks. Obviously, that'll be the game. So, Andres, you think the Bucks are going to win this? I picked the Bucks to win this. They're catching all the breaks on offense they need to win it, but their defense is shit in the bed. Missed tackles, penalties. They're really doing a lot of other stuff right, though. Cowboys-Ravens. The closer we get to that Cowboys-Ravens game next week, the more interesting it looks. Ooh, Browns-Titans. I'm looking ahead to the week after this. Browns-Titans. That might be the game we do at 1 o'clock on December 6th. That would be worth watching. Saints-Falcons, fuck off. Yeah. We're doing Browns-Titans a week after that. Super Bowl 52. I can't show it. I'll get copyrighted out the ass, Andres. Oh, wait. Chris Berman's talking.
You and everybody out there
That's just 3 minutes.
healthy, and last year in the playoffs, the Red Hot Baltimore Ravens were stunned.
He could go all the way. We'll be back. That's what he always says, doesn't he? We'll be back.
Fastest 3, and I'm sure these two teams before they get
Titans Ravens. I watched this game yesterday. We did the overtime period on stream as I was getting ready to stream Colts Packers.
Lamar Jackson, Mark Andrews, Ravens lead 21-10. A.J. Brown taking a page out of Derrick Henry's playbook. Blasts his way into the end zone, helping force overtime. First Tennessee possession, Derrick Henry. He's a locomotive. He's gone. Another 100-yard gain. The Titans win in OT. They're 7-3. Baltimore's lost 3 of 4. Big Ben, Chase Claypool. Win big in Jacksonville. Steelers are 10-0, the 17th in the Super Bowl era. To start 10-0 of the first 16, 10 made the Super Bowl. Another bad weather day at Cleveland. Kareem Hunt says, "What? I don't
Whoop!
Cleveland.
Kareem Hunt, touchdown, Browns."
7-3 they beat the Eagles. Aaron Rodgers, Phillip Rivers, they've thrown for 63 miles together. Here's more of them. Rodgers, the Valdez Scantling, help forcing overtime in Indy. But Rodrigo, oh darn, you've sunk my blankenship. Gets the field goal. Colts beat the
Here I am in 2020 still laughing at Chris Berman.
For the injured Drew Brees, he and Sean Payton look on. The Swiss Army knife helped the New Orleans Saints march over the Falcons. They've won 7 in a row. Fitzy off the bench for Tua, trying to keep the Dolphins' winning streak alive. Marches the length of the field, but a tying touchdown thwarted by Denver's Justin Simmons. Broncos upset Miami at Mile High. Oh, what a feeling, Adams dancing on the ceiling. Circus catch from Kirk Cousins for the Vikings at home against Dallas. But Andy Dalton, the Dalton Schultz, he knows nothing. Yes, he does. He knows Cowboys win over Minnesota. Joe Burrow, ACL, hate to see it, gone for the year. Alex Smith, Steven Sims, Washington beats Cincinnati 20-9.
You go, Alex Smith. I can't wait to watch him play Thursday. P.J. Walker. Panthers beat the Lions 20-0.
Walker and Teddy Bridgewater smiling. Deshaun Watson looking like a power back, bowling over the Patriots to help his coach beat his longtime friend and longtime associate Romeo Crennel over Bill Belichick.
Chargers didn't blow a lead, but it was just against the Jets, and they damn near did. They only won by 6. They were up like 29-3 or something at some point. They only win 34-28. Fuck off. Chargers. No Chargers, no.
We do it every Sunday live with Booker at 7:30 Eastern, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. 24 hours whenever you want to watch it. Susie?
Happy Thanksgiving, Boom. Coming up after the game, catch SportsCenter with Scott Van Pelt for complete post-game reactions, highlights, and analysis. Rams up 3 on the Bucs in Tampa Bay. Third quarter coming.
USAA, an official insurance sponsor of the NFL, thanks you for watching the USAA Insurance Halftime.
When was the last time you checked in on your heart?
I don't know. I'm not fat anymore, but maybe I should keep an eye on my heart. Boy, my back hurts. What happened to my fucking... Oh. It did the thing. First snap of Broncos Seahawks. Yeah. Percy Harvin should have won Super Bowl MVP. I remember when they were like, and Super Bowl MVP is Malcolm Smith. I was like, what? It's like, yeah, he had to pick 6, but I felt like Percy Harvin was the MVP. The first cold weather Super Bowl really worked out. I'm so excited to go to bed tonight because I'm tired and I'm going to sleep like a baby. I hope. I got my cookie here. Cookie. Oh, you won't meow now that I'm trying to get you to meow into the microphone. How about we just watch the first half of Super Bowl 51 and the first 9 minutes of the third quarter and call it a day? How about that? the first half of Super Bowl 51 plus the first 9 minutes of the third quarter. Deal. Or we can watch the 2016 NFC Championship game in its entirety. I am thirsty. I'll be right back. We'll be back. Second half. Give me a minute.
Back in Tampa, get ready for the start of the third quarter. 17-14. LA Rams. Look at the quarterbacking numbers to this point. Neither quarterback is yet to be taken to the turf. These are the top two teams in the NFL in scoring margin in the second half. Shakes out very nicely. Steve, along with Brian and Lewis, here from Lisa in just a bit. Can we revisit the Sean McVay number? 31 games since the Rams have been the head coach with the lead at halftime. They haven't lost once, and here they are with a 3-point lead.
Yeah, and we said they needed to run the football coming into this game. Well, they've got 5 yards rushing, so what do we know? They have thrown the football well with Jared Goff. They've gotten misdirections. They've put pressure on this Bucs defense. And against the blitz, like this 5-man pressure, Jared Goff is a perfect 11 for 11. 152 yards and a touchdown, Lewis.
Yeah, this is great scouting here. After this play, you're going to see the touchdown to Van Jefferson here at the top of your screen. They knew exactly what Jamel Dean struggled with. Van Jefferson is a wizard as far as his releases off the line of scrimmage. I saw that young man down at the Senior Bowl last January, and he was tearing people apart one-on-one. That's his great play calling by Sean McVay.
Our third quarter reset is brought to you by PlayStation 5.
You know what I'm excited about? Yeah, perfect 31-0 at halftime. Yeah. Let's see how he does against the GOAT.
Do you think Tom Brady will have something to say about this one before it's all said and done?
And was he involved in any of those 31 times? Probably not.
I think that tie with the Bengals could carry the Eagles all the way to the NFC East crown. A tie can help or hurt you, and in this case, it's helping the Eagles.
In the first half, and they did that despite only having 5 rushing yards. Sean McVay told me that, hey, they'll get back to the run to keep the Bucs honest, but he said he loves what his offense is doing, the way Jared Goff is playing. About the Jalen Ramsey-Mike Evans battle, they're kind of turning into a thing. McVay said 2 great players going at it. He loves that too, and Bruce Arians said it's the battle that you would expect 2 excellent players, but we like our guy. See?
It's what it's all about, Lisa. That's why we all watch. Love the game. First down and 10 from the 25. Darrell Henderson opens up the third. Single step back.
Ooh.
Under immediate pressure finds Gerald Everett.
Good job, Levante David. Good job, Shaq Barrett getting pressure on Goff. Good job by Levante David to
That's what's going to happen
make the tackle.
They are not able to get any kind of running game. The Bucs fooled me once, but they're not going to fool you twice. And Todd Bowles is one of the best defensive coordinators at adjustments in game. They went into halftime. They said, listen, we don't have to honor the run. Hang on for the naked, and that's exactly what they did for the play.
Second down and 11 upcoming. That Bucs rushing defense barely tested tonight.
First down, wow. Rolled across Shaq Barrett for a first down.
At the end of that second quarter, let him get the field goal, gain of 12 on that last play.
And you see what happens there with Robert Woods. He just kind of settles down within that zone. And Shaq Barrett drops out of it. They kind of run a simulated rush and drop the defensive end out of there in a position he's not familiar with. They just move the chains.
Oh, wow. He threw a pick to Pierre-Paul on a screen.
For the Buccaneers. Goff
Tampa Bay takes over at the LA 22. Wow. Holy shit. You sure he caught that?
Henderson, Goff got a little bit of pressure, tried to anticipate the throw on a screen, and when you anticipate
Damn.
the throw on a screen, you're taking a risk, and Jason Pierre-Paul was there.
And one of the things that they're starting to do is they're starting to play the play action with a lot more patience. You don't see them jumping up.
Holy fuck.
Because anytime Jared Goff turns his back, they're being taught. Do not come to the line of scrimmage when the quarterback turns his back. You see Jason Pierre-Paul, he just kind of stops his rush and stands there. But this is his second interception in consecutive weeks. DPP may have a future. I don't know, defensive back maybe. Linebacker.
You can see his eyes. That was a great angle, looking right at the quarterback.
Just the fourth interception of his career. 2 of the previous 3. He took it all the way back to the house. Thinking he wanted some of that there. Ronald Jones stopped by Aaron Donald. Jason Pierre-Paul is all smiles.
He's a playmaker. He's always been a playmaker, no matter where he's been, and he's a smart football player. You saw that there, and this is a great example. The Rams offense, you cannot be a one-trick pony. You can't just throw the ball every snap. You've got to run it, create that balance, or they won't respect it.
So the Buccaneers are in business at the Rams 20.
Brady going deep. Out of bounds. If this was Canadian football, Gronk would have been able to make that catch.
It's an interesting matchup from Brandon Staley. He let the outside linebacker Justin Hollins run. We were wondering who was going to run with Gronk. Well, Hollins matches up size-wise. 6'5", 250 pounds to Gronk 6'6", 270. He's in good position there.
They're playing their cover 4. Justin Hollins playing the flat defender. 2-3 your zone. You have to carry the tight end up the seam. Sometimes you're going to get exposed like that. That's a nice job, without a doubt, by Justin Hollins.
It's 3rd and 8 from the 20. Pressure on Brady. Oh, and Leonard Fournette drops the ball. It's incomplete. Bucs will have to settle for a field goal.
Second drop of the night for Fournette. And it's 4th down.
Boy, I really hope Washington wins Thursday. The Cowboys are undisputed. They are the undisputed worst team in that division. But they've got just as good a chance at winning as the other couple of teams have.
And picking up blitzes. But if you keep dropping the football, you might not be in there very long.
Ryan Suckup, he's made 16 in a row. This from 38 yards away. To tie the game at 17. Tonight, the Postmates fan feed delivering fans to Monday Night Football.
Well, that was a bizarre turn of events, but, you know, it didn't work out that bad for the Rams. They held them to a field goal. Most interceptions with less than 3 fingers on one of your hands. Jason Pierre-Paul. Boy, when you think about it, Pierre-Paul's been around for a long time. 2011, he was such a force for the Giants when they made their second Super Bowl run. That was one of my favorite Super Bowl runs by a team I've ever seen, was the 2011 Giants, because you know, they had a regular season. They're like 9-7 in the regular season. won the NFC East by a game over the Cowboys, but they were getting hot at the end of the year, and you could just see it. It happens every year. There's a team that comes on strong late in the year, and you just know it's their time. I finally experienced that with the Falcons a couple years ago, because it became pretty apparent through the month of December that, holy fuck, the Falcons, they cannot be stopped. Now, obviously, that story doesn't have a happy ending, but I sensed from the last 5 or 6 weeks of that season that, holy shit, I think Atlanta's going to the Super Bowl. There was never a doubt in my mind that they were going to get to that Super Bowl that year. And it was the same with the Giants in 2011. I'm like, holy shit, these guys are going to the Super Bowl. No stopping them.
Tom Brady, always the perfectionist.
Chiefs last year. In that Houston game, I was like, man.
I go to bed usually around 9:15 at night.
No stopping them. Sometimes you just know. That 2011 team, it was Matthias Kiwanuka, Justin Tuck, Jason Pierre-Paul, and Osi Umenyiora, and they got after motherfuckers. They got after motherfuckers. Falcons had an elite offensive line, and those 4 boys just fucking killed them in the playoffs that year. It's good to see Pierre-Paul still playing and playing at a pretty high level.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And Bruce Arians did a great job. The first team in NFL history with 3 African-American coordinators. You probably know the names of Todd Bowles and Byron Leftwich. Keith Armstrong is their special teams coordinator.
Remember that thing I said about Goff throwing the ball just where the play is designed to go no matter what the coverage was? That kind of led to that interception on that screen by Pierre-Paul.
On 1st and 10. On the ground.
Goff doesn't make reads. If the read they planned before the play is not there, he's still going to throw it anyway 9 times out of 10.
He's too good of a football coach, and we knew the challenges that he had at the New York Jets, and it was funny talking to him recently. He said, I didn't have the talent.
Todd Bowles gets a mulligan for his tenure with the New York Jets. I think Todd Bowles is a brilliant coach. He's going to be a great head coach again someday.
You got to see the other side of the ball in New York with the Jets.
The Jets are the Jets.
A lot of success. First season was pretty good in New York. Not much after that. 2nd down and 10. From the 24. Goff underneath for Robert Woods.
3rd and 4 now.
Speaking of Todd Bowles, he's playing a lot of zone coverage in this football game. It's interesting to me. He'll mix it pretty good, 50-50, man and zone. But I think they're playing so much zone that Goff is just sitting back allowing Kupp and Woods to find holes in the zone. At some point, you got to come up and play a little man pressure.
3rd down and 4.
Momentum's on the Bucs side. Nobody's open. Now he's open. 1st down. Wow. That play looked like it was not going to go anywhere. Nobody got open, and Goff was holding on to the ball a little too long.
Really holding off Van Jefferson.
Well, Andres, law of averages say that, of course, the Jets are going to be good eventually. Maybe in this lifetime, I don't know. Sam Darnold's really good, but I don't think he has a future there with the Jets. He's got to go somewhere else. Adam Gase needs to go to the fucking unemployment line.
Fresh set of downs for Los Angeles.
Goff spins out of the pressure from Pierre-Paul, unloads it. 1st down. And they're going to get a 15-yard penalty on top of it because they're going to say he hit a defenseless receiver, even though I feel like he just made a tackle. Jamel Dean. Another big penalty on the Bucs. I feel like this was just a tackle.
Robert Woods may have put his head down. They're both trying to...
Okay, helmet-to-helmet contact. Even though Woods went low and Dean was going low, and they just collided.
It'll be interesting to see how they call this.
There's no foul.
Good call. No foul. Good call. That was football.
Let's get John Parry involved in the show. John, your thoughts?
Nice job there, getting together and talking about it.
That was just
it's not enough. Either
accidental.
Way, offensively or defensively, they're both bracing. Good flag pickup.
Play ball.
Certainly couldn't call it on Jamel Dean. He kind of came in with his face mask. And Robert Woods tried to take his head to the...
I don't know, Andres. It depends on if they get Trevor Lawrence and what head coach they get. If they get Eric Bieniemy and Trevor Lawrence, I'd say they got a shot. But I think Bieniemy should go to Houston. But Houston's even more of a fixer-upper than the Jets are, because you have no draft picks in Houston. Big run by Henderson. First down.
First down yardage.
Asking for a face mask, doesn't get it.
Cam Akers, the longest run of the night, gain of 11.
And you can see a nice movement right here at the point of attack. You see Cam Akers just take a jab step to the right and then just come back downhill, follow Jared up. Jared Everett through the hole. Nice downhill run.
We've been spoiled with great football games this week, and this is another one.
And that's just their changeup. It's a gap scheme. They'll counter to come back from the weak side.
There's Goff.
Woo!
Being chased.
Higbee diving catch for 1.5 yards.
Give him the catch as he was falling out of bounds. It's a short game. Just 2 on the play.
Really coming to tempo now.
Back Akers, top of your screen. Goff.
Robert Woods got too cute there. He tried to go back and make a couple of guys miss and got tackled short of the first down. You just got to get that first, buddy.
Just get the sense that
3rd and 1 now.
a little bit ahead of Todd Bowles right now, anticipating what they're going to do in these zones.
Robert Woods over 100 yards. Robert Woods and Cooper Kupp are both over 100. And they run it on 3rd and 1 and just get stuffed for a loss of 2. And Dominican Sue. See, that's on Robert Woods. He could have got that first down the play before, but he tried to cut it back. Kick the field goal. In this game, you got to kick the field goal, especially after you turned it over and gave them 3 points.
And when you can do that, this is how you shut down the run, whether it be inside or outside. They can shut down the outside zone, make a big.
And they're going to kick the field goal. Good call.
Third down situation. Defensive line is coming to play.
There's Matt Gay. 44-yard attempt out of the hole to Johnny Hecker.
The Eagles don't even need. Wow, the kick is no good. No good. The Eagles don't need to fire Howie Roseman to make the playoffs. But I think it might be time to evaluate the quarterback and head coach position, which is a weird thing to say because, Doug Peterson won that Super Bowl. I'm like, yeah, he won the Super Bowl, but man, this year it's kind of hard to excuse. I'm not going to give him a pass on the injuries this year. This year doesn't make any sense, and I think they need to evaluate some things. And maybe that includes Howie Roseman. Not a great start to this second half for the Rams. See, it feels weird saying they need to evaluate Doug Peterson, but maybe they do. I don't know. Why'd you draft Jalen Hurts is what I want to know. Carson Wentz leads the league in turnovers by a wide margin, and Jalen Hurts just sitting over there on the sideline, just chilling. Bring him in for a couple of stupid, insulting, bullshit wildcat plays that never fucking work. You didn't draft a quarterback. And what round did they draft him in? Second, third, fourth? What was it when they drafted Jalen Hurts? You don't draft any quarterback in the draft to have him run wildcat plays. Give me a fucking break. I give Doug Peterson a lot of credit for that. I mean, obviously, that Super Bowl, fuck. They had a playoff run where they won the Super Bowl with Nick fucking Foles. And Nick Foles is garbage. I don't think Nick Foles is good at all. But the stars aligned. They had all those weapons. They had Foles, who was comfortable in that offense. The team rallied around Foles in a way they've never rallied around Carson Wentz. They believed in Foles. He's a good leader. Like I said, the stars aligned. Malcolm Butler pissed off Bill Belichick the day of the Super Bowl. So the Patriots benched their best fucking corner and give up like 500 yards of total fucking offense and 41 points and lose.
44 yards away. Brady and company will take over.
It seems like a one-hit wonder to me. Screen to AB.
To Antonio Brown.
First down.
Scamper out of bounds. Very close to the first down. See where they mark him. They're going to give him 10.
A nice block on the outside from Chris Godwin.
Boy, Tom Brady really is rebuilding the Buccaneers in his own image. Gronk and AB, Scotty Miller. I would have benched Carson Wentz at halftime of the Dallas game a few weeks ago. That's when he needed to be sat down. And that Browns game sealed the deal for me. I'm done with Carson Wentz for this year. Something's got to change. Brady's going up top. It's an easily intercepted pass. Terrible throw by Tom Brady. That might be his worst of the year. And the Rams will take over at the Tampa 37. What a stupid throw by Tom Brady. And I love saying that. Let me say it again. Terrible throw by Tom Brady. It's a play action fake. A little bit of pressure coming in here. But he had that throw's inexcusable. How do you miss that bad? What's the excuse on Undisputed tomorrow for Brady throwing that stupid interception? At least he and Goff are 1-1 now. That was worse than Goff's pick on that screen to JPP. I mean, Brady just looked right down the field and threw it right to the guy. It's like he could have fair caught that interception. Yeah, Carson Wentz probably needs to hit the bench for a little while. Maybe Monday night against Seattle will seal the deal. Because he's going to have to play keep up with Russell Wilson. Now, I give the Eagles a little bit of an edge in one aspect of the game Monday night. The Eagles pass rush. Defensively, the Eagles still do a lot of things well. They will get after your ass with that defensive line, that front seven. Seahawks can't play defense to save their life. I mean, Thursday was their best effort, and they still got carved up for the most part. Might be a shootout Monday night. We need to see the best of Carson Wentz Monday night. It could be a shootout. That's why I said during the Dallas game, I hesitated to bench him permanently, but he needed to be taken out in that game. There was no reason that the Eagles should have been losing to the Cowboys with Ben fucking DiNucci at quarterback because Carson Wentz won't stop turning the ball over. And yeah, Brady thinks his arm is stronger than it is. All this talk about, oh, Brady's got some weapons now. He's going to Tampa. They're going to throw the ball all over the place. It's going to be like 2007 all over again. No, it's not. It's not 2007. It's 2020. Tom Brady's a 43-year-old man. There's a reason guys don't play this long. It's insane he's still playing. I love that he's still playing, but it's insanity almost. Well, the Seahawks love to make it exciting, Andres. We'll see. I don't think it'll be a boring game.
To the ground, it's Akers. Let's go back and look at it
We
again.
talked about earlier about the combination of front and coverage. You're going to see pressure here, and then you're going to see double teams here across the board against this two-man route. You see the pressure in front of Tom Brady's face. They have high-low doubles on both wide receivers down the field. And this is what we're talking about as far as this Rams defense, just working in concert, front coverage. And that's how you have a guy like Tom Brady throwing interceptions when he's been trying to push the ball down the field and he can't.
The quarter's moving a lot slower than the first two quarters. Timeout. I think McVay called that timeout. Oh, flag. It's a flag. You can't call delay a game? I have seen them wait way longer. It was like the clock was still on 1 second and they called delay of game on the Rams. Give me a break.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you get in your head.
How many times you see that clock hit 0 for like half a second and there's no delay of game?
And I'm going to come out around, turn my head around and fire that thing down the field.
Look at Bruce Arians coaching up Brady. Ooh, wide open. More missed tackles by the Bucs.
First down and more. Gerald Everett's been very good when Goff has needed him tonight. To gain 18.
And those intermediate zone throws between the safeties and behind the linebackers has been where they have been getting some good yardage.
I think the Eagles will at least score 20 because y'all's defense is pretty shit. But I could see like a 28-20 deal for the Seahawks. Wide open Reynolds over the middle, first and goal.
Birdman, it's got to be a pass, man. You're going to wing it, throw it out there, air it out.
Here's Birdman. Remember the ink on him? Everywhere. First and goal.
Oh, it's a drop. Would have been a tackle anyway.
Just telling us from a defensive perspective, as soon as an offense starts going tempo, it's funny how you see the communication starts to die down and the discipline starts to die down. And that is a direct result of fatigue, and you get disoriented. And Sean McVay knows this. Every time he goes to it, they start hitting these play-action passes because what happens? Linebackers lose their discipline. They start stepping towards the line of scrimmage, creating that void between the second and third level. And it's just easy throw and catch for the quarterback.
And there's less time for them to identify the
You think Skip Bayless is going to come on undisputed tomorrow wearing his fucking pewter Tom Brady jersey if this game keeps going the way it is now? Touchdown. Is that a wheel route? That's what it looked like.
Cam Akers gets his first National Football League touchdown.
Well, 6 off the turnover as opposed to the 3 Tampa got off of theirs.
Here's Akers and here's Minter. And watch, he's not lined up fast enough, doesn't recognize it, has to bubble over the top.
That was that wheel route. Clay Matthews and Cam Newton, watch that wheel route.
So while the Bucs could only manage 3 off the turnover, the Rams counter with a touchdown off the Brady turnover. There's Matt Gay. See if he can make it a 7-point lead. And he can.
24-17.
Left in the third. Rams by 7.
Remember when I said in the first half, every time Brady throws the ball deep now, I don't even flinch because I know it's probably going to be incomplete or intercepted. See, this is... Wait. I'm here to tell you, the Seahawks definitely do not suck. Defense has to get better, though. If they're going to go far, that defense has to step up. They stepped up Thursday against Arizona. I'll give them credit there. Best thing they did Thursday was they got after Kyler Murray. It was all about pressure on the quarterback. Secondary still didn't play that well, but up front they got pressure. Mostly thanks to Carlos Dunlap. That was a good trade. Still feel like they should have signed Clay Matthews, too. Anything. I'd have been signing everybody. It's like, can somebody please come in here and get after a goddamn quarterback? And it paid off Thursday. You can get after Kyler Murray like that. I guarantee you get after Carson Wentz's fucking rabbit ass. Wentz will do you a favor and give you the damn ball. This we'll find out on Monday Night Football. Which we're in the middle of right now, and the Rams are leading. There's my boy Miles Morales on that PS5 commercial. popular again on my messenger. What's the Eagles and Seahawks head-to-head? Jeff, can you look that up? I won't even know how to go about looking that up. I could Google it.
They've been organized by geography and allowing officials to drive the games, but
Seahawks have only been in the NFC for 18 years now.
tonight on ESPN's Monday Night.
Once upon a time, kids, the Seattle Seahawks were in the AFC West.
He wears number 23 because Johnny Greer wore it, and he wanted to honor him because of what Greer represented.
Hey, Jeff, we want the ball, and we're going to score.
American officials. He said he asked Greer to let him know before he planned to retire so that he could tell the league that he wanted to wear that number. Berger told me before he was even in the league, he saw Johnny Greer on TV officiating.
Here's Brady. Maybe he'll throw a couple more of them horrible interceptions, and I can laugh, even though I picked Tampa to win this game. They go Fournette, and Fournette goes nowhere.
And reaction has been pouring in, as you would expect, from all across the country on this significant happening, and including the Magic Man, Irvin Magic Johnson, tweeting out tonight, what a proud day for the entire sports world to see all black referees officiating an NFL game. I never thought I'd see the day this would happen in the NFL.
Well, right for now, they've chilled out on the pass interference calls.
The official calling your game, you get really close to them, you talk to them before the game. They're looking out after you. Johnny Greer is one of the best personalities you've ever met, one of the nicest men.
Wow.
Punched away.
Darius Williams punched the ball straight away from Antonio Brown. Can't believe it didn't draw a flag.
Darius Williams, this is textbook technique. He has him under control, looks back through the...
A lot of contact. But AB was grabbing him as well.
You see there, the body type matchup is better for him. He can deal with Antonio Brown. He can't deal with some of the bigger guys on a down-in, down-out basis.
Ain't heard from Mike Evans in a while. And he's covered by Ramsey right now. Brady going up top again. He's got AB incomplete, just out of reach. Just off the fingertips. 4th down. He went deep for AB.
And Tom Brady is testing Darius Williams. Now Antonio says, well, now I'm just going to take you downtown. You see here, looking back for the football, and that goes off of Antonio Brown's fingertips. The only thing Darius Williams could have done better there maybe is not look back for the football, just keep trying to run.
Well, that was close.
With Antonio.
AB had him beat.
Twice in a row, you know when you're out there and you're opposite Jalen Ramsey, they're going to test you. And he's been answering the bell all year long.
Pinion is back to punt. Webster to return. See if he gets a shot for the Rams. Got some green in front of him. From the 17.
Chance for a good return here, or not. What a tackle.
That was a mistake. Antoine Winfield on the special teams. So we're back in 30 seconds after this work from Coles.
Shop Black Friday week deals. Sunday.
Shop Black Friday. You know, I'm so happy I have money this year to spend on Black Friday. It's going to be a good week, I tell you what. Don't say cheesesteak. I want a cheesesteak so bad. Oh, Cookie. Cookie. Hello, Cookie. Cookie, you're a weird cat.
Jared Goff and the Rams have the football and the lead.
This Rams team looks completely different than the team we saw against the Miami Dolphins not too long ago. Well, that game against Seattle last week, these offense needed that. That's what Sean McVay was telling us this week, and they have come out and followed up.
Big opportunity for the Rams here. I got to go 80 yards there.
Here's Henderson.
No gain there.
Back to the line of scrimmage. You know, I know the Rams were disappointed by losing at Miami 28-17.
Jersey Mox. The closest Jersey Mox to my house is like an hour and a half away.
Yeah, Sean McVay was just not happy with the way that they lost. I mean, they were undisciplined.
Well, I shit around here.
Special teams were horrible, and this offense had no answer for the all-out pressure of Brian Flores down there, and they had to get their stuff together, is what he said. It looks like they have.
Stuff, he said. Yeah, got it. Another trip to Florida for the Rams. Goff trying to set it up. Henderson out of the backfield.
Missed tackles all over the place. That should have been a loss, but it goes for a gain of 6.
So a gain of 5 on the play. A lot of work for the 5.
If you would have told me that the Rams would have 17 yards rushing and they'd be up a touchdown here midway, almost all the way through the third quarter.
That's an interesting stat. The Rams have 17 yards rushing, but here they are leading the game by 7.
His offense is kind of coming into its own. It's maturing a little bit. He thinks that the strength of this team is still the running game on the offensive side of the ball. And what Jared Goff is doing here tonight from the gun.
I want a sub and a tub from Jersey Mike's.
My hat's off to him.
3rd and 5.
Good protection. Wide open Cooper Kupp. Trying to make more guys miss. They get him out, though. I think he could have called holding there. I think Shaq Barrett got held trying to get at Goff. Good protection, but was this a hold on the outside here? What do you think? Yeah, that's a hold. Rams get away with a hold there.
In this game, and he hasn't had that support from the run game. He's found Cooper Kupp his most reliable target.
Man, even Fats Cafe closed around here for some fucking reason. Breaks my heart. Oh, well, at least we still have Chili's.
Tyler Higbee. Pushed out by Levante David, came at 5. How much do we attribute the lack of the running game to the absence of Andrew Woodworth?
This is the best Jared Goff's ever played without a real running game. I'm actually impressed. Be curious to see his numbers at the end of the night.
Attacking the zones for their offense, and it's worked.
This is the way Todd Bowles wanted this game to play out. He wanted to get them out of the running game, get Goff in the gun, make him have to throw it to win the game.
Goff getting rid of it quickly.
Goff taking a shot. Oh, overthrew. That had a chance. He was covered well enough, but I think if Goff could have accurately thrown that ball, it would have had a shot.
Yeah, he got a little bit greedy there. He's feeling it a little bit.
So the Seahawks and Eagles are 7-7 with each other. Uh-oh, Google moderator team deleted Robert's comment.
That ends up coming open. You got to take what the defense gives you and stay on schedule. That's one he'd like to have back.
Goff is perfect on 3rd down tonight. 8 for 98 yards. Here's 3rd and 5 approaching midfield.
Figure they'll have to be going to Cooper Kupp again. They have a new nickel inside now.
Timeout Rams on 3rd and 5.
Play clock down to 0s. And they get the timeout.
Hey, during this commercial, I'm going to check Skip Bayless's Twitter and see the excuses he's making.
In the 3rd quarter. Look at the NFC playoff picture.
Saints 8-2, Seahawks 7-3, Packers 7-3. Shitty Eagles 3-6-1, Buccaneers 7-3, Rams 6-3, Cardinals 6-4. In the hunt, the Bears at 5-5.
In all those years, the Patriots won their division 11 in a row. Yeah. They don't have to. And so he's going to try to lead Tampa Bay to the playoffs the only way he knows how, and that would be by trying to win the division.
Well, if you're going to be a wild card this year, you'd want to be the top wild card, the 5th spot. Right?
Yep, I want to be the 5th seed in the playoffs so I can play whoever wins the NFC East.
And I'm not sure home field advantage in the playoffs is going to matter much this year. 3rd down and 5.
3rd and 5. It's a screen to Woods, and it's done.
Behind the line of scrimmage,
They went 5 wide and threw a screen, and the Bucs were all over it.
This is what I was just talking about when he was matched up on Cooper Kupp in the play before. He reads that screen perfectly and beats the block of Cooper Kupp for the TFL. Has good recognition, good reaction. You know the ball's going to come out quick. You have to be ready to trigger fast when all your buddies are up on the line of scrimmage trying to pressure the quarterback.
Remember, Hecker can throw it. He can also punt it.
Rams punt.
Barner.
Well covered.
About a yard on the return. As we take a look at Money Moves, brought to you by SoFi.
SoFi. Why do I feel like SoFi is going to end up like DC Solar and just be some weird fucking Ponzi scheme?
For the most part, the Ramsey has been there as well. Yeah, look, that's right. Jalen Ramsey is a stud. Mike Evans is a stud. That's why you pay Jalen Ramsey $20 million per year.
That's why Mike Evans, when it comes to third down in the red area, there's nobody better. Him, Keenan Allen, these guys are studs. You got to have it. He's shown it tonight.
Tom Brady, first down and 10 from their own 13. On the ground, Ronald Jones for a yard. The last three Brady-led possessions for the Buccaneers. 4 plays, 2 plays, and 3 plays. A field goal, interception, and a punt. And the field goal's off the short field after the Goff interception. So they're looking for a little success here. The final minute of the third quarter, trailing by 7.
Second and 8. Brady sacked. Haha. Wow, Brady went down hard. Welcome home, Lori. How was your day? You could still go 9-6. Yeah, fucking right.
Matched up one-on-one, and Ebelkamp just comes in with an inside move. Power to inside move.
I don't think your chances of going 9-6-1 are very high.
Marrying the front and the
But
rush to the coverage is well
feel
done.
free to dream. Jalen Ramsey should be an Eagle. Yeah, I mean, they had a shot at him just like everybody else did when the Jaguars were getting rid of him. 3rd and 14. Oh, boy. Brady goes down. The ball is out.
And there's a whole lot of finger pointing going on.
Touchdown Rams. That's got to be a touchdown. That's a touchdown. How the fuck does that get ruled incomplete?
Like Morgan
How does that get ruled incomplete?
got the pressure on Tom Brady.
Yeah, he definitely got his arm around Tom.
How is that incomplete? That is a fumble and a touchdown. You can challenge and get the fumble back, though, if you're McVay. I think he's got a shot at this. Let me see this again.
Take another look at this.
That's a fucking fumble.
I'm going to take another look as Sean McVay has thrown the challenge flag and
That's a
going
fumble.
back shades of the original Tuck rule.
Tuck rule. Here we go again.
That is really close.
That's a fumble.
Check the challenge after this.
They were really quick to call that incomplete as well. I'm like, how the fuck do you call that incomplete? That has to be at least ruled a fumble first, and then you look at it. They blew that whistle way too fast. Brady was obviously getting the shit knocked out of him for the second play in a row. They're finally starting to heat Brady up again. Then again, he's holding on to the ball really long, pressing, trying to make a play. He's giving them more chances to do it. How do you fucking rule that incomplete that quick? Remember Kirk Cousins played for Washington, his arms really going forward, and it was still roll fumble. Dude, I've lost count of how many times. The one that pissed me off the most was Buffalo and Atlanta in 2017. Matt Ryan clearly flung that ball forward to the point where as soon as the ball came out of his hands, Matt went, damn it, and walked off the field. And the whole Falcons offense walked off the field, but the Bills pick it up and run it back, and the refs say touchdown. They review it. You can clearly see Matt Ryan's arm coming forward with the ball in his hands, but they just go, nah, roll on the field stands, touchdown Buffalo. That was like the biggest load of shit I'd ever seen as far as like incomplete pass fumble rulings since, well, okay, maybe the Tuck rule game was worse, but Matt Ryan immediately was like, incomplete. He didn't even like shrug about it or anything. How do you... So they're staying with the incomplete pass. What a crock of shit.
But it is going forward with control.
No, it's not. He did not have control of that ball when the arm's coming forward. That's a bad call.
So the Rams aren't charged a timeout.
Wrong.
The entire fourth quarter to play. Another 3 and out.
Oh, I wish the Rams would have blocked that punt. That would have been hilarious.
Boom one. To Webster at his own 40. He spun around.
Rams should at least have that ball at the Tampa Bay 4. Into the third quarter.
Rams a 7-point lead.
I don't understand. Those refs were watching a different game than I was. Plug my phone up. It's getting late. I don't want to have to charge it before I go to bed. I like to have my phone fully charged before I go to bed. All the lottery tickets. Those fucking lottery tickets. And the fucking cretins that buy those things. It's more the principle that matters. The fucking people that buy those things. All these fucking meth heads, crackheads, and jackasses. They have shoes with holes in them, but let's buy these lottery tickets. I will never forget for the rest of my life the one day I worked in a convenience store. 1 9.5-hour shift. Fourth quarter.
Start of Thanksgiving week. You have a chance to enjoy friends and family and obviously football as well.
Andy Reid's going to piss off Eagles fans one last time when they beat the Eagles in a Super Bowl.
You got to see a family long distance. We all get it. Hopefully we'll figure it out by next Thanksgiving. First down and 10 for the Rams.
Rams should be up 31-17 right now.
Akers. Look at the numbers on the quarterbacks tonight. And Brady and the Buccaneers have really struggled.
You know what pissed me off the most about the store? We would have like an hour to 2 hours of nobody coming in, and then just get this massive rush out of the blue. Like that, you'd get lulled into a false sense of security, and then it would get super fucking busy again. And stress me out.
Consistently, and it's affected their production.
That was not a fun day. I couldn't wait to get the fuck out of there. Big run. Flag down. I think it's coming back. Which would explain the big hole he had to run through to get a first down there.
Might get Rob Havenstein the right tackle.
Andy Reid's good at pissing off Eagles fans. It'd only be appropriate for him to do it one more time by winning another Super Bowl with another team.
10-yard penalty. Replay, second down.
It was a nice hole, and there was a reason there was a nice hole. Havenstein on the end of the line of scrimmage, and yeah, he's just out of position. That's
yeah, Levante David got held there. He made sure to wave his arm around to show that he was getting held.
He's out of position, just reaches out so he doesn't get the back.
Yeah, and how about the fact that your leading receiver in this game is the lead blocker, Cooper Kupp? I mean, it's just one of the amazing things that Sean does with his wide receivers and how selfless they are and how much they contribute to the running game.
Second and 17.
Incomplete. 3rd and 17. Bucs defense trying to clamp down now. It's the 4th quarter.
David had the coverage. It's the first time in Rams history they've had
49ers tackle Trent Williams test positive for COVID-19. Oh, COVID can just go away. Can we get some vaccines to the NFL, please?
And these guys can do it all. They're guys who can play inside and outside. They can play the slot. They can play outside. These guys are catch and run guys who can run with the ball. Good balance, good strength, good maneuverability in the open field. And then they've got the speed to also get
3rd and 17.
They are earning it tonight.
3rd and 17.
If you're a Falcons fan, you'd still be scared here. Woo! Jason Pierre-Paul.
And JPP will tell everybody about it, including Goff. He picked him off the last time, and he bets that ball down to the line of scrimmage. And the Buccaneers will get...
Can't say JPP's not having a good game. Stop trying to throw screens against Jason Pierre-Paul.
And he just gets in the way in the throwing lane. Very difficult. One of the most difficult guys to throw that quick screen against in the National Football League.
You can't underestimate how quick that happens, Brian. I mean, as soon as the quarterback gets ready to throw, he's got his hands up, and that's an instantaneous reaction on his part.
Hecker has punts of 43 and 47 yards on the night, and that's his 3rd punt. And that goes for 42. Tom Brady has a lot to be thankful for this year.
Well, what do you want? You had Donovan McNabb and T.O.
NFL history. The most Super Bowl victories.
Defense, you had Brian Dawkins, Trent Cole.
The most touchdown passes.
Thank God you have Brian Westbrook. He was a monster.
The Monday Night Football hot sauce, I noticed that. I don't have any hot sauce up here. I could have used that at halftime.
Got our own hot sauce. Here's Brady.
First down, Gronk.
That is Rob Gronkowski. Good for 10.
So as bad as the Bucs offense has been in the second half, it's still a one-score game. Their defense has
It should not be a one-score game. The Rams scored a touchdown on a scoop and score, but whatever.
Get something going, and a good start with Gronkowski.
God, they say 2nd and inches.
Didn't give him the first down yard. 2nd and 1.
Now it's a first down.
Got it there. Ronald Jones. Pick up a 4.
I realize it has not been good in the running game for either team, but I think the team that's going to win is going to run the ball here in the 4th quarter. And the Bucs, if they can get Ronald Jones...
Look how much shorter Scotty Miller is than everybody else in the huddle for the Bucs right now.
Have a little bit of something to get him out of their funk in the second
He looked like a little kid.
Got Mike Evans in the slot again.
Gronk in a slot.
Blitz, and, well, they didn't quite get there. Brady got it out quick, but it was not accurate.
Well, this is the pressure that's been affecting Tom Brady in the second half. They've gotten to him with 4 rushers. Rodgers has been in the backfield. It's been Donald. And Fox almost gets a fumble in the end zone. But this pressure has affected the Bucs offensively.
Tom Brady, a pedestrian, 18 of 33 for 138 yards. 1 touchdown, 1 interception. And you see when pressured, not very good. It actually could have been worse.
Yeah, T.O., Donovan McNabb, Brian Westbrook, Brian Dawkins. Pretty sure Trent Cole was there at the time.
Late pressure coming. And Leonard Fournette.
Their biggest problem, though, was playmakers on offense. The Eagles didn't have a lot of weapons till they got T.O.
You can see what the pressure does to affect a quarterback. Watch Tom here.
And Brady, once again, gets totally thrown by the pressure.
He's got time, but he's throwing it so fast, trying to get it out of his hands. And
Tom Brady seeing ghosts.
That's what a consistent pressure package will do to a quarterback.
That's on Brady. Because there was no pressure, but he anticipated it and tried to get it out in a hurry. 3rd and 10.
He's matched it down here at the bottom.
It's 3rd and 10. Brady has to step.
Ooh! What the hell?
And the flag flies in.
That's going to be an illegal forward pass on Tom Brady. Brady threw the ball, it got batted back, and then he threw it again.
But then he completed it. That's what's amazing.
The goat, you just said.
You can see him right here. right here on your screen, you see he's going to Mike Evans, right in between the hash and the numbers.
That's crazy.
Nice job right there by Terrell Lewis of getting his hands up. Oh, Terrell Lewis is a big boy now. He's 6'5", and then when he jumps, he hits him in the bicep. That's how high he's up in the air. Tom's like, hey, let me try it again.
Before a pass, offense, number 12. That penalty is declined. The result of the play is completed catch, but it's short of the line of scrimmage. So we're playing 4th down.
So he gets a completion out of that.
I've never seen, I don't think I've ever seen this before. He throws it, and then watch when he throws it the second time, how he's holding it.
Yeah, that play confused the fuck out of me. I heard the thud when the ball got batted down, thinking, oh, incomplete. And then I see the ball come flying out to Mike Evans, and I'm like, what?
I think when they get the ball back, number 13, I think Mike Evans.
What's this down in distance here? 4th and 2. Here comes a fake punt. Here comes the fake.
It's 4th and 2.
Here comes the fake.
Opinions back to punt.
Nope, they punt it. Ooh.
Got a little pressure there.
Almost blocked.
Webster will signal for the fair catch. Rams football. 7-point lead. Just under 12 to play in the 4th.
Yeah. You can't throw the ball downfield twice. Once you throw it once, that's it. If he had lateraled, he would have been okay. This game's kind of grinded to a halt. I'm just either waiting for the Rams to put them away or for the Bucs to tie it up and make this a little more intense. God, I'm tired. I can't wait to go to bed. I hope I sleep good tonight. I better. Last night was rough. I couldn't get comfortable. I think I laid in bed for an hour and a half before I finally got to sleep. Oops.
Rams came off that impressive win over Seattle 23-16. Was coming at that 5 and said rejuvenated them. Prior to that was a loss to the Dolphins, so they needed the bye at just the right time. These Buccaneers, they won't get their bye till week 13. The latest in NFL history. Only a couple of teams have had a week 13.
Damn, new rules. Pretty sure it's been a rule for a long time.
Position of the night for the Rams, their own 12.
Oh, Robert Woods lost a 5. He tried to sneak him around on a reverse. Now this Bucs defense is coming alive. Excuse me.
There's no way to know that he's coming, and he's in perfect position for the TFL on Woods.
Todd Bowles said he had a plan for containing the perimeter run. Yep. And boy, does he ever. They are resetting the line of scrimmage with their end guys. They're right there firing their nickel off the edges as much as possible. On first down, the Rams have got nothing as far as perimeter run tonight. Absolutely nothing.
Play action. Deep drop. Goff was looking to take a shot down the field. And it's another negative play. It's a loss of 1. He wanted to take a shot. Nothing was there.
Both of these defenses have shown up in the second half. I think it was 17-14 at halftime, and both of these defenses have been playing downhill.
Tampa Bay's winning the field position battle right now, though. They're down by 7, but they're winning the field position battle.
As explosive as the Buccaneers offense is, their defense needs to come up and give them a short field to work with here.
3rd and 16 from the 6.
The Rams just run it. Well, it damn near worked. They got 14 yards on that. It's 4th down.
Gain of 14.
Boy, if that would have got a 1st down, I wouldn't know what to say.
Now the secret weapon comes onto the field, Johnny Hecker, who can just ruin everything for you. As far as you think you held him deep in their territory, he can just launch a 65, 70-yarder, and all your work goes for nothing.
NFL career best net yardage of just over 43 yards for Hecker. Kind of short that time.
What the fuck are you doing, you idiot?
And the Rams, the ball went out.
I don't know if he got it inbounds, though.
Justin Hollins touched it first for the Rams.
Well, they're going to have to unpack this one. Yeah, I think a Rams player touched it first.
That we have first touching by the kicking team.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay would take the ball in that spot.
That's what I thought. But still, the returner just needs to get away from that ball when it's bouncing like that. Just get away. Kenyon Barner, who was our kick and punt returner last year in Atlanta.
So that's one of those, that's the worst possible situation for the Buccaneers, and that's why Barner at that point has a free play in essence. If he picks it up and advances it, that's all good. The worst thing can happen is the ball is dead right there.
They have nothing to lose.
What do you want, Kookie? Bucs are at the 37. They start in good field position again. Fournette gets 9.
And he's out to the 46.
Running backs for Tampa finally caught the football. Got a struggle tonight. See if he was down. Good hustle from Michael Brockers. Yeah, shoulders down.
Second and short. Approaching midfield.
Hey, Fournette gets a 1st down.
Fournette on the ground. Pick up the first. Gain of 3.
Who put something in the water this week in the NFL? Every game's been good. Every game that matters, anyway.
With 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, 2 wide, 1 back. This is where typically they've taken a shot. Now you're almost at the 50-yard line. They have 1st down. This is the personnel grouping where you run hard play action, see if you can get one over the top. They have not been successful all night long. But they've completed as many plus 20-yard passes as any team in the NFL this year. Just haven't had a chance to hit them tonight.
Aaron Donald, the spectator for the time being. Brady will just throw it into the...
Why is Aaron Donald on the sideline?
Sean Robinson had the pressure that
Kiki.
Arguably the best defensive player in the NFL. Some GMs might take him 1st overall. He's gotten close. Still has not been able to bring Tom Brady down to the ground.
Let's give some credit to A.Q. Shipley, subbing in for Ali Marpet, Ryan Jensen in the middle. Give them credit. Yes, it's been predominantly double teams. You have to do that against Donald.
Sometimes triple. 2nd and 10.
Oh!
Trying to zip it in there.
Darius Williams.
In there again. Working on Rob
Did he hurt himself? He made a great play. Gronk's not been much of a factor tonight.
Such great vision on the football, and that's what zone coverage does for you. You're going to see Darius sitting right here. Watch him just kind of throttle down, just shuffle, and then just drive hard outside shoulder and come up over the top.
Boy, it feels like all the momentum's on the Bucs side, but the Rams are still leading.
Coverage where you can match the routes as they declare, but still play with vision, so you kind of get the best of both worlds. You're playing zone, you're matching patterns down the field like man-to-man.
Williams played his high school football in nearby Jacksonville. 3rd and 10.
Ooh, boy. It's going to be 4th and 1. I think you go for this here.
Close to a first down.
Goes for 9. That'll be just short, yeah. 4th and 1. Interesting part of the
Go for it. It's 4th and 1.
Hesitation from Bruce Arians.
And they're going to go for it.
And
Antonio Brown has 8 catches tonight, 57 yards, but 4th and 1.
Wonder if they'll try it between the tackles.
No, they're going to throw it here. They're going 5 wide with Brady in the shotgun and an empty backfield. Okay, now he brings Fournette in because the Rams moved up the line. They're going for it, 4th and 1. Incomplete. Turnover on downs.
And the Buccaneers turn it over on downs.
He tripped over his own man in Mike Evans. They're trying to run the sprint right option. Watch the feet here of Evans as he comes in the flat with Godwin. And you got to give credit to being physical to Jalen Ramsey right there on Mike Evans.
Yeah, against stack releases like that, how do you mess up stack releases like this when they're trying to rub you off in man-to-man? The guy on the line of scrimmage, you just have to take it to him and just hold him right there.
Yep.
And then the guy who's trying to rub off of him has nowhere to go, just like that.
Oh, fumbled snap.
Let's see who recovered it.
Woo. I think the Rams recovered.
You can hear the officials saying 2nd down. Dangerous.
Boy, I don't think Jared Goff knew the ball was coming up. He doesn't look ready for this football. He's looking.
Aaron Rodgers said, I know that field, bro.
Expects the ball to come. His head will square up on the center, and his head was still looking left.
Fumbling has been an issue for Goff. He's fumbled 28 times just since 2018. Tied for the 2nd most over that span.
That could have been worse.
Carson Wentz. Still a fumble, even though he's able to recover it. 2nd down and 11.
A stop on 4th and 1 at least flipped the field position. Bucs are screaming for a false start. Delay of game again on the Rams. Hell, they're only down to 1 timeout. They kind of have to just eat that delay of game now.
That's a trend all night. Delay of games. They've been forced to use some timeouts. They didn't want to use their last one there.
Yeah, well, they've been trying to do a lot in the huddle and at the line of scrimmage. Change of plays, dummy snap counts, motions. And when you have all that in your offense, you're going to come down to a couple of seconds in the play clock in games.
It's one of the ways Sean McVay stays in such great shape. He's running down the sideline all the time.
Cookie, will you shut up? Oh, it's intercepted. Wow.
Jordan Whitehead from Tampa Bay.
Came flying in there like a bolt of lightning and just picked that ball off.
And Raymond James roars with approval.
Go in the boat. Go in the boat. That's what they're doing. Stay in the boat. Keep rolling. That is an excellent read by Jordan Whitehead right here. Just watch him slow pedal at the snap. He doesn't bail out of there. And now he's just driving downhill. Stick your foot in the ground, drive downhill. He's got Carlton Davis on top of tight coverage. It doesn't get any better than that.
So Goff fumbled the snap, able to recover, then throws the interception. And the Buccaneers appear to be in business. At the 44 of the Rams. Off the play action.
Brady going deep again. Nobody there.
And overthrew Antonio Brown.
Go back and look at that interception one more time. And Jared Goff, see the safety back here. Watch how Jared Goff has to anticipate this throw. He's got to throw it in that alley, and he's got to trust that his receiver is going to be there. And he's trusting that, and if he's not there, then you got the defense rolling their boat.
You know, they got the big ship at the end zone of the stadium here. Fire the cannons. 2nd down and 10.
First down.
Brady, Godwin.
It feels like the Rams have been in control really since the middle part of the 2nd quarter. but you're playing with fire, continuing to give Tom Brady opportunities. And they haven't had much offense in the second half. Their defense has been out there quite a bit, though. But you just know Tom Brady's going to find a way at some point to make you pay. This is a live audible.
First and 10. It's Fournette. Hard running there. Pick up a 7.
When I say it's a live audible, you know, when you hear him say alert, alert, he's changing from one of two plays that he called in the huddle. But when you hear him go with a red 98 or red bunny, whatever that was, that's a live audible. He's calling a brand new play. And you can the first two that were in the huddle.
Fournette again. Gonna mark him short, I think. About a half a yard away.
You just get the feeling that Byron Leftwich is setting something up. He just keeps slamming the ball between the tackles, letting Fournette get the tough yards. See if Brandon Daly will start committing a little bit.
Yeah, it's a combination of not so good
on the outside now. He's got his big hitters.
quarterback play and defense is clamped down. Was the defense the worst day of my life? Well, it ranks pretty high. See, I don't know if I can say it's the worst day of my life. It was just a football game. But that Super Bowl didn't feel good, if that's what you're wondering.
And it is a first down. Had it all the way, Grease. Fournette following his blockers.
That was a
God, I remember sitting in my chair, right, for literally the entire fourth quarter and the overtime. I was sitting in this chair, and I didn't realize I was leaning forward really hard. I was like leaned forward, just intently watching the game, and I was frozen in that position through the entire fourth quarter and overtime. And then I didn't move till about 20 or 30 minutes after the game ended. And when I sat up, my ribs hurt. Hey, Mike Evans caught a pass on Jalen Ramsey. Well, yeah, I hurt my ribs that night.
They're going to give him the first down and move the sticks again.
You see, they are just relying on Jalen Ramsey and being able to handle Mike Evans one-on-one. You saw the safety do it before. He looked front side. He wasn't even worried about giving Jalen Ramsey help. And that's where this game is going to be decided between those two. You just have a feeling at some point it's going to come down between 13 versus 20 in crunch time.
Under 4 to go. Brady.
Oh, man, Godwin. Ooh, did he fumble? Touchdown, they say. Wow.
Say wide open, I mean wide open.
Watch the release by Antonio Brown. He comes up and he takes two. And the secondary player, Darius Williams, doesn't get over the top fast enough. They have to communicate that. Either one is in the flat and one is deep, but they just didn't communicate well enough, and it ends up in a touchdown.
Darius Williams probably start throttling down.
Well,
you're right. You have to communicate that.
Yeah, that's a touchdown. That's just enough for a touchdown.
It's 2 versus 2. Just didn't communicate it out with the snap.
Great effort there.
You know, and you got a great shot at the splint that's on the left.
That pylon cam is great.
As if it wasn't tough enough to be a wide receiver.
It just breaks the plane before that left foot comes down out of bounds.
And Skip Bayless is coming in his pants. Ah, Tom Brady, Tom Brady. You know he is.
We came into the game talking about the Mike Evans on Jalen Ramsey.
Hope you missed the extra point.
Don't forget Gronk.
People forget about Chris Godwin.
Godwin's had a tough season. He's missed only 2 games in his first 3 seasons. Missed 4 games already this season with a variety of injuries. Makes the catch there. And we are an extra point away from a tie ball game. Suck up.
And we are tied. 24-24.
53 to go in the 4th on Monday Night Football in Tampa. And
What a play by Godwin. Yeah, he was wide open, but he had to reach a mile to make that play. I was hoping he missed the extra point, but no, he drilled it. That interception by Whitehead, Jesus Christ. Came flying in there. He looked like Troy Polamalu flying in there to pick that off. Or as Pat McAfee likes to say, Polamalu. Fucking Polamalu. Yeah, it's a race for the 5th seed. Who gets to play the Eagles or fucking Washington?
Trailing Drew Brees on the all-time passing touchdown leader list. And he's got a couple tonight. And so he passes Brees now. 566 all-time. But with any luck, Drew Brees will be back in a couple more weeks. Will they keep adding fractured ribs to Brees' injury? Yeah. Up to 11 fractured ribs now. Of course, got the collapsed lung. And again, with any luck, he'll be back in a couple of weeks.
At the start of the year, I said Washington. I'm on record as saying Washington at the beginning of the season. Right now, the Giants are playing better than any of them. But the Cowboys are starting to build momentum. But the Giants have a really brutal schedule to finish the year. So there's the Rams in the second half. Interception, missed field goal. Touchdown, punt, punt, punt. Interception. Tell you, man, Bucs defense, if they can do this for 4 quarters in the playoffs, they're going to be hard to beat. And if Brady can stop throwing the ball in the dirt or to the other team, they'll be even harder to beat. Goff's looking for a shot. Robert Woods to the 48.
And he'll be marked just shy of midfield.
And here they go.
What do you want, Cookie?
Like clockwork. Why wouldn't you? Yep.
Cookie's in here growling at me.
Make them tired. Make them start communicating. Make them start taking false steps. See if you can pop the big one. Now we're going to huddle.
Oof.
Goff off the fingertips of Josh Reynolds. Robert Woods has 11 catches tonight. Cooper Kupp has 10.
You want to beat Tom Brady on the road, you got to make this throw. That weak side slant is open. He's got good protection to step into it. He's got to put that on his body.
37 completions tonight for Jared Goff. Monday Night Football record is 40. Kenny Anderson, 1982. Pressure from Tampa coming.
Yee. 3rd and 2.
12 catch. Game of 8.
I love that from Sean McVay. He had it on the previous play. Come right.
I've got
to
3
the
cats.
seam route.
Paige,
And
Cookie,
Bucs
and
make the throw.
Ozzy. And Cookie's in here now. She's the mouthy one.
Nice release by Robert Woods. Sticking him outside, coming back in.
Paige, Cookie, and Ozzy.
Downhill on it.
They go empty backfield, 5 wide receivers set on 3rd and 1. And the Bucs bring pressure. Here's a blitz. Cooper Kupp, what a catch on the sideline. Toe drag swag, first down. Man, Cooper Kupp has 11 catches. He's 4 away from 15.
Play from Jared Goff. Watch, you're going to have him on the rollout. Watch, he's going to try to throw the flat route first and doesn't like it and holds on to it for the second read down the field to Cooper Kupp. That is a difficult throw on a full sprint for a quarterback, and he did it perfectly.
Number 24, Reynolds in motion.
Rams are in good shape now.
Henderson, the ball carrier. David knocked him out.
The Bucs taking a timeout there.
There's just absolutely nothing going on.
They sure did.
Outside zones tonight.
Timeout Tampa Bay with 2:51 to go.
Watch him go.
Trying to preserve the clock for Brady.
I'm beating the block across the face and inserting into the line of scrimmage. Austin Corbett is sitting there going, hey, where'd he go? Where'd he go? That's how you play this outside zone run scheme. That's how you turn this into a passing game.
Tampa Bay just took a timeout, trying to save some time for they get the football back in an opportunity. And what has been, as advertised, an excellent game tonight.
It's been a well-played game. I felt like the offenses were on fire in the first half, and in the second half, the defenses have showed up. And now the Rams are in a position to milk this clock and maybe kick a game-winning field goal.
Yeah, the young secondary for the Buccaneers has to show up.
Making
right
Tampa
now.
already burn the timeouts. There's still plenty of time left.
Hold them to just a field goal.
Second and 8. Rams looking to throw for it.
Incomplete. Saves the Bucs a timeout.
Lewis by a healthy margin. Stops the clock. 2:46 left.
All night long we've been talking about the people who they go to, Brian, in these key situations, and it's been 10 and 17 for the Rams. And why would you do anything different? Scheme up your best play for Cooper Kupp. See if you can pop him loose. He has just been unstoppable tonight.
Third and 8. They run it with nothing.
That's weak. They just run it to the left. And now the Rams are going to try to kick a field goal to go up by 3. And the Bucs take another timeout. I don't think they needed to, but
Third and 8, and we're going to run the ball to the weak side. I think what Sean McVay was thinking there is if I run this and I get down in between, below 2 yards, maybe I'll go for it on 4th down. But that's a very conservative approach.
And another timeout by Tampa Bay to save as much time as possible now.
what do you think here? Is this going to go to overtime tonight? Of course it will, because I got to work tomorrow. Damn these good football games this week. Damn these good football games.
Jared Goff here in the second half, so maybe that had to play into it.
Again, Matt Gay.
Matt Gay.
First practice a couple of days ago.
Huh.
He's
Gay.
already missed tonight from 44.
40-yard attempt. Like I said, he missed a 44-yarder earlier from this hash mark. And it's good. 27-24 with 2:36 to go. All right, Mr. Brady.
And it's Tom Brady time. November and December is Tom Brady time. If you look at the NFC playoff picture, Seattle's figured things out. Not sure what to make still of the NFC East. We'll see the Eagles next week, by the way. Monday Night Football.
I mean, the West is still up in the air. What the Rams did in Seattle was impressive a week ago, and shutting down that attack. And but this is going to go on for the rest of December. There's no question about that in the West.
But the Buccaneers, they need to keep pace. They need to win this game. They've got the Chiefs next. That is a double whammy going up against two very, very good football teams. The Chiefs are hot right now, Patrick Mahomes.
And remember, Mahomes didn't have this kind of time last night when he got the ball back.
Yeah. You notice I said Patrick Mahomes.
Gabe put it in the air. Barner going to return this one. Kenyon Barner.
Bucs will start near the 20.
Speaking of next week.
There we go again. Got to watch my 85th Seahawks game of the year. It's like I live in Seattle.
What a run by Miles Sanders. Yeah, Philadelphia ought to be a friendly place next Monday night the way the Eagles have been playing lately. Get a good look at the Seattle Seahawks next Monday night.
This is it. This is why you went and got Tom Brady. For moments like this, he's got 47 winning drives in his career.
First down and 10.
I wish he would have thrown a pick on the first play. I would have laughed so hard. It's a gain of 7 to Scotty Miller, I think.
Tied with Marino for third on the all-time list, trailing as you might expect only Peyton Manning.
Oh, it's Cameron Brate, my bad. Saw a white guy and thought Scotty Miller.
Second and 3. Brady.
Oh, damn, and Godwin took a shot.
He's slow to get up. Looks like he took a shot to the head there.
And we're at the 2-minute warning. First down, Tampa Bay.
As the clock ticks down to the 2-minute warning.
Got another offensive lineman down in the backfield.
Wow, another lineman down for Tampa.
That might be the center, Shipley.
Brady and the Bucs have the football. 2-minute warning.
God, that commercial's irritating. Your chances next Monday, I mean, you know, any given day. Seahawks defense is just shit enough to give the Eagles a good chance to compete in that game, I think. That's how I feel. Picking Seattle to win, but, you know. If Wentz didn't get hurt in the playoffs, the Eagles would have beat Seattle and sent their ass home in the wild card round last year. But as soon as Wentz got hurt in the first quarter of that game, I knew it was over.
Coming up on our
Scott Van Pelt.
Post-game coverage, live reaction from Tampa. Ryan Clark on the breakdown, breaking down the biggest plays of the game, and a great week of NFL action in Week 11. Steph Curry's reaction to the injury to Klay Thompson. Now back to Tampa. Steve, happy Thanksgiving. Good one cooking down there.
And to you and yours, Scott, your whole family, and your entire staff. Aaron Stinney checks in now. 64 in the pewter.
Maybe if Russell misses the plane, yeah.
Pass rush of the Rams.
Hey, they had Jalen Ramsey on Antonio Brown that time.
Antonio Brown.
You got to keep an eye on
Pressure, pressure, pressure. That's how the Eagles can win.
Stinney's had just 3 offensive snaps all season. Comes in a tough spot.
Unless they have to move Ryan Jensen back from left guard to center. He hasn't snapped in a while.
Ramsey's back on Evans now.
Second and 10.
Brady going up top. Intercepted! And that's the game. Good night, Tom Brady.
Comes up with his second.
Thank you for flying United.
Fuller fresh off the injured list.
Oh, Tom Brady.
This one comes up with a big pick.
Again, you see Jordan Fuller, you're going to see him right here. Just drive to the middle of the field and just read Tom Brady's eyes. Look, Brandon Staley said, between the numbers is where Tom Brady really likes to live, and that's where they were going to really focus on. And you see their safeties have been playing tight, and they have been playing shallow most of the game to really try and take away the middle of the field throws. It's a great job of Jordan.
Well. Tom Brady with another clutch interception
And capitalizing over and over through.
to lose the game.
Out of Ohio State, comes back his first two.
Bet they wish they'd held on to a couple of them timeouts now, don't they? Rams aren't going to take a knee. I would just take a fucking knee. The Bucs only have one timeout.
On the ground with Malcolm Brown. There is the timeout. With a minute 43 left. Time now for our Burger King King of the Moment.
It's the receivers for the Rams. Cooper Kupp got off to a hot start. And this was a big third down on the last drive to get down there to kick the field goal. Robert Woods has contributed. And without a consistent running game, we didn't think that they could move the ball in this Bucs defense, but they have. It's been creativity from Sean McVay. An excellent night from those two young men, and an efficient night from Jared Goff outside of the two interceptions.
Yeah, that Robert Woods sequence before the half, the play they just showed, that play is moving large. Those 3 points are the difference in the game right now.
On second down and 4, here's Henderson. He's tripped up in the backfield. Murphy Bunting made the stop.
Yeah, you mentioned that play right before half where he didn't know if he could score or whether he should get down and save the time to kick the field goal. They ended up hustling up, and there was 1 second on the clock. Yeah, that's the difference in the game.
Nobody fears Tom Brady's deep pass. I'm sorry.
And Tom Brady, the two
If I'm playing the Bucs, I want him to throw deep.
And if you ask
Period. I ain't scared of Tom Brady throwing over my head. He's going to hit one every now and then, but I ain't worried.
Put too much air on the ball, and it was an easy interception.
The deep throws again an issue tonight for Tom. 1 of 9, the 2 picks, both on throws of 15 or more yards. Third down and 8. Stay with the ground game as expected. It's Henderson. Bring up a 4th down. About an 8-second differential between the play clock and the game clock. The Rams have their 1 timeout left.
I think it's time for Tom to go find a beach to lay on, don't you?
Been a tough night for Tom Brady. And this Bucs team has been uneven.
When Tom Brady throws deep now, I have the same reaction I have every time Mitch Trubisky does it.
Receiver and a defense that was just going to be smooth sailing. No, that's not how it works in football. You have to come together, gel. Bruce Arians is bringing a lot of new pieces in. And they've had great performances, a la the Raiders and the Packers, and last week against Carolina. And then they've had some really uneven performances 2 weeks ago on this field, and they've been good at times tonight, and then they've turned the football over. And when you turn it over, I don't care how many stars you have, it's going to be hard to win.
Packers just trying to get this away with 1 step. There it is.
Bucs will get a punt return here. 3, 2, 1, game's over. Yep, game over.
25 with zeros on the clock. And it's a solid team victory for the LA Rams.
Well, if you haven't noticed, Tampa Bay, if you look at every game they've lost this year, the 4 games they've lost, it's always the same. This looked a lot like when they played the Bears and the first time they played the Saints.
As
Second time they played the Saints, they just got their shit kicked in. But,
this is a great win for them.
Their secondary was ball hawking.
That was an interesting game. I was wrong on my pick. I picked Tampa. I just felt like, it was a long trip for the Rams. This matchup could have went either way. And it was that close. It could have went either way at times. Hey, look at Fournette and Jalen Ramsey back together.
You have a big, tall receiver, a guy who's a big physical guy. He's the kind of guy who can shut him down. He earned his money tonight.
Well, I guess I got to get the hell off here. It's getting late. Unfortunately, I have to go pretend to give a shit at work tomorrow. And I guess I'll see y'all on Thanksgiving for Washington and Dallas. Lol, Brady's washed. I told everybody coming into this year the Bucs were overrated. They're going to make the playoffs, but they pretty much lost the division now. They're fucked on that deal. So, good night, everybody. I'll see you Thursday.